So, where we left off, I wanted to clear out a couple of missions from my inventory. Now, I know where we can get a spell ruby, and I have no idea where we can find this Amaris person. So,
Done.
I am just going to head... I wonder what else is happening at the Smouldering Bar, because I know we came in and we did the Infernus, so I might do... And then, after that, we'll do the God's Forge. But I am going to detour to here, and then we'll go into the Alley of Dangerous Angles and see if we can
Alright.
deal with it. But we are gonna look for someone wearing blue. Because I got distracted when I went in here. Are they maybe...
Come see
The
the Burning Man.
Burning Man.
You'll love it.
Well,
You, sir, come on in.
there we go. I got my controls got jammed there. And are still jammed, actually.
Endure.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
I
whoa,
hear
whoa,
your
whoa, whoa.
words.
Okay, that was a bit janky. The controls got a bit stuck there, and I was trying to attack my own ally. Right. Is there anyone, say, hiding in the back rooms? Oh, actually, hold up. There is a back room. This one's function door is now nailed and barred from the inside to protect against thieves. Okay. So Mokai... Alais. Who's Alais? Oh. No. Right. I remember that person. That's fair. Right. And then we've killed our old esteemed ally. Let's have a look just in case. We're not going to deal with either of those. We've got Ilquix, Molokai, Alais. Right, okay, so it's no one in here. That's fair, because we're looking for Amaris. I'm kind of tempted to see what else this god person. Tell me about this divine. Then that means you know all about all the secrets to existence, doesn't it? I know parts of many of them. Without a connection to my brothers, sisters, I am but a letter. Alone I am a symbol. Combined we are language and power. So you don't know the power of secrets of existence. I did not say that. A letter is a powerful force. A part of it. You return to your mundane senses and realize O has vanished, yet somehow your horizons... Oh, hold up. Allow me to show you. He opens his mouth wider and wider still. The mask of his face tears around his eyes, mouth and nose, revealing that hint of eternity you glimpsed earlier. You are lost in it, adrift in it, a part of it. You return to your mundane services and realize that O has vanished, yet somehow your horizons have expanded. Enlightenment has brushed you, however briefly, across the brow. Okay, I just got +1 wisdom. Go game. Okay, right, so Amaris is not in there.
I'm gone.
Oh, never mind. There they are. You see a young woman dressed in a tight leather bodice and leggings. She smells faintly of cheap perfume, and her face, though pretty, is painted with garish makeup. She smiles coyly as she sees you. Seeking someone? But you, Amaris. She stares at you silently for a time and speaks. I was called that once, a long ago. I was sent by your brother Nod. He's worried about you and hoped I could tell him how you were. Nod? He's alive? Where? Why didn't he come to seek me out himself? I think he's ashamed. He's a collector now, living in poverty in Ragbigger Square. He doesn't seem quite right in the head.
My journal.
Aye, he was a bit touched, even as a child. When his name was Thoris. Oh, I've missed him so. Ashamed though? Ha! Me own work's no more proud. Ah well, at least I'm doing well for myself. For a hiver at any rate. I must visit him soon. She looks at you closely for the first time since we've spoken. Are you a friend of Nod's? Of a sort? Why? Could you... She frowns, biting her lip as if considering something. Could you give him this? She steps and gives you a pouch. Oh, yes, I swear I'll get it to him. She hands you the pouch. I thank you. Go speak to Nod for me. Okay, so 100 cobbers. Or 100 commons, or 100 ducats of however you will. But we're going to pop into the thingamabobber area. The Alley of Dangerous Angles. I want to see if I can talk to the priest into selling me something. Alright, where's the entrance? There it is. Because we did a whole quest line where we got a gem at the end. I am going to go and see if I can maybe get that ruby. Ayla, I'd like to purchase that gem from you. Luckily for you, I haven't had the time to sell it yet. I'll let you have it for the bargain price of 300 copies. Or how about 100? I don't know what it is, but I like you. I'll let you have the gem for 200. I'll take it. I don't need money, but hell, I'm gonna take a good deal when I can. Since I've got 3,200. Alright, so we've got those two, and now we just need to head back to where we went, or started even. Okay, let's leave. We'll go and talk to Nod at Ragpicker Square. Where's Ragpicker Square? There we go.
All right.
Nod, where are you? I've got a whole pile of money for you. I spoke to your sister Amaris. Yes, she's a prostitute now in the hive. She's doing well and is worried for you. Yes. Yes, she wants. Okay, Nod is so pleased to know his sister is all right. He looks as if he's trying to cry for a moment, then swallows hard. Anything more, she said for Nod to hear. Yes, she wants to have these copper commons. She will also visit you as soon as she can find the time.
Updated my journal.
Nod's head stops nodding abruptly and his jaw drops as you hand him the 100 coins. Beneath the dark brown hood, his eyes gleam with joy. Such wonderful news! It is good, wonderful news! Aye. Nod thanks you, and Shake thanks you again, and thanks you 1,000 times more. Aye. Glad I could help. And more importantly, that's a quest out of my inventory. Now, I had this property. I think it is this one. Whoa! Hold up! What the fuck? Hold up. Why did he go aggro on me? But that's ages away. Oh, why did he go aggro? Oh no. Why is he hostile? Do I have anything that'll calm him down? I think I do. I think I do have a way of calming down. Hold up, we're gonna leave.
All right.
And we're gonna go up here. Because I think I've got a spell that I can calm him down with and try and rescue this. So first off, let's have a look. We'll go from the highest levels. What's this one? Fire and ice. No. It'll not be force missiles. Seven focus ball, lightning, Elysium's tears. No. Balance all things. No. Earthman's focus. No. Right. Level 2. Irish kiss. No. 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 Power of 1. No. Swarm curse. No. Knock. Infernal orb. No. Right. Pacify. Here we go. This affects all creatures immediately if him throw it. If they fail, including this will require any. If they fail, they stop all activities. From here, the effects creatures fall in deep slumber. They remain in a state for the duration of the spell if unharmed. If attacked, they automatically get a new saving throw. Well, it's worth a try. Get rid of the identify spell, and we'll get a pacify and keep friends. Right, Nebith, I want to rest here. Can I rest? Yes. And then, as soon as I go in, I'm going to cast Pacify. But I don't know why he was so angry at me. I don't know. Okay, right.
All right.
Okay, right. Select spell, Pacify on him. Anna, stop attacking him.
Well.
Can I talk to you? I want to talk. Okay,
All
fine.
right.
Be that way. Fine, fine. That quest is done.
I'm gone.
That's a shame. Oh well. Guess I'm gonna eternally be stuck with this quest in my inventory. Oh,
I'm gone.
Oh well. Anyway, we said we were gonna go and do the gods, so let's go and do the gods. Well, we're gonna try and do the god Forge even. So lower word, travel.
Done.
Ugh, and it takes me to the exact opposite side that I want to be on. That's just the way of things. Right. Run through. Hope that didn't really critical. No, we're okay. Nothing too shabby. We're still lawful good. Right. Let us become the Godsman, because I kind of like Forge.
I'm gone.
Oh my, it's so loud in here. I forgot about that.
Done.
Okay, right. Unity. Let's see. Who are you? That's better. Got some other questions. And pick up some gear for the forge. I'm sorry, but that sounds like 40 copper to me. That it is. Give me my stuff. Cool. Thanks for your well. Have I got them all? Can I wear the apron actually? No, I can't. Just need to have it in inventory. Okay.
And do I shall serve.
Right. Let's do some inventory swapping. Since she's usually the person that I give all of the usables to. You've got the cranium rat tails. You've got the quest items, the dodecahedrons, the Lady of Pain ragdoll, which I'm very scared that I have. And you've got my usable things, so I'll just keep stacking. A healing scroll. Do I have any other usables? Just keep those there. I guess you're useless at the moment. Keep my eye. Keep the bronze sphere, because someone wants to kill something for it. Seems valuable. Anyway, right. If I remember right, there's two people we need to talk to. Godsman's Thilden. Let's talk to Thilden first. Answer some questions for me. Tell me about Godsman. They took me in and trained me for what I am today, and I got to thank them for that. They took my raw talent and shaped it into skill, I tell you. I'm a favourite of the Factals, and someday he'll show everyone just how important I am to this organisation. They tell me that everyone has godliness in them. It's true for me. I think I'm closer than most folks tell the truth. That gives me the right to act like God and to expect total devotion from my inferiors. I'm learning to take power and move mountains with belief in myself. When I rule the cosmos, you can bet I'll remember every one of the Burks who stood in my way. Okay. I need to use the forge. Oh, okay, right. Let's talk to Elisa then. Can I join you then? I've got some questions. Let's see. I'd like a tour? I need to use the forge. Certainly, just make sure you have the proper items. Protection of the flames, Okay. What's going on here? We've taken a huge, very pleasant, very, very secret contract. Very well, I've got some other questions. I'd like a tour. Ordinarily, there's nothing I'd like better. Sadly, right now we're a little busy. Can you come back in a year or so? What's going on? Okay, that's fine. Right. What exactly do the Godsmen stand for? Okay, right. This is both a communal and individual faction, and there are variations on the theme depending on whom one speaks with. But the basic gist of it is that life, nay, existence itself, is a test of sorts. All things that arise test us, and how we react determines how we move closer to the understanding of everything. We seek the truth behind the multiverse, and it's apparent to us that ours is the right way. Fair enough. How do I join? Speak to Kelder of Durian in the meeting hall. Okay, right. Well, let's go. Because I'm not a big fan of Dustmen. I'm not a big fan of the Sensates, especially since we're able to get all the benefits of it. But I kind of like the idea of being a Godsman for some reason. Keldor, hello, old buddy, old chum. You can answer some questions. What are the benefits of joining a Godsman? In addition to associating with some fine people as we have here, you get nearly unlimited access to the facilities. We have spells, items, places to rest, some of the more specialised for our faction. Some of them can be found across Sigil. All of them become much cheaper for our members. Ooh. Okay, I'd like to join. If you wish to join the Believers of the Source, you must complete 3 quests. The first quest is this. You must go to the forge and create an item. This will show that you are capable of seeing the possibilities inherent in even a base lump of iron, and that you are capable of bringing forth something that will stand the test of time. It measures your vision and your ability to make the potential actual. Talk to Elisa, the foundry supervisor in the main foundry, to see how it works. Okay.
Updated my journal.
Right, well, let's go and build something. We know how. We've got the iron and stuff, but we'll still talk to Elisa in case we miss something.
All right.
Ooh, it's so loud in here. Lisa, I've got a few questions. I need... Oh, nope. Okay, never mind. I need to be careful about this. I should really just use the numbers for it. I've got some questions. I need to use the forge. Thanks very well. Okay, right. What if I talk to the other guy? Just in case. Well, wherever the other guy went. Well, there was another one. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Filled in. Do you have anything to attack? Ask the questions. I need to use the forge. Can you give me some ore? Seems like they'll let anyone go on these days. Ain't like the old days when you had to show real potential. Take it then and get amazed. You thrust a lump of cold ore into your arms. Okay. Let's use the forge. Use the forge. Would you like to use the forge? Yes. What would you like to do first? Pick up the ore with the tongs and hold it in the flame of the forge. The ore softens rapidly, soon becoming soft enough to work. Your hands go slick with sweat. Place the softened ore in the forge and work it into shape. Let's see. We shall go with a battle axe. An axe will take some time. You're going to be damn uncomfortable for a while, but at least you're not burning to death. Are you sure you want an axe? Yes. With a little decoration, this axe could fit the hands of the finest warriors, if that's good. I always knew I had it in me. Now to show Keldor and maybe try this weapon out. Alright, let's see. A battle axe of quality. Well, it is a nice axe. I gotta give him that. I wonder if that's a way that you can just make money.
I'm gone.
Just keep coming in here and just forge items and then leave.
Done.
It's not an easy way of making much money. Okay, show him the item you forged. I finished the forging my creation. He takes it from you and examines it carefully. That is, without a doubt, one of the better pieces I've seen a recruit forge. You'll go far, my friend. Are you ready for the next test? I certainly hope so. Ooh! 8,000 XP. He continues grimly. A murderer has struck in the foundry, and I am forsaking the usual test in order for you to track this killer down. Go speak with the supervisor, Elisa Teald, in the main foundry and proceed from there. When you have completed your investigation and are ready to name the culprit, come back to me.
Updated my journal.
Oh. Well, okay, right, not enough evidence yet. But that's interesting. Okay, there's a murder investigation. Let's hire the new recruit to do this investigation. That's a fantastic way of going about it. Oh, cutscene. Ooh! So someone got stuck in the cogs. Well, I guess that murder has literally just happened. Get back to work, get back to work.
Done.
Alright, where is Elisa? Elisa is way over there. Talk to you. Under Keldor's authority, I'm investigating the murder that occurred here. What can you tell me about it? You want to know what I saw the night of the murder? Well, I was working late when I heard the sound of a scuffle. When I came out, I saw a shadowy figure slip out the door into the meeting hall, and I raised the alarm. You got any other details? I only know 3 people who had access to the building that night. There were Sheldon, Saros, Bedailen, and themselves, obviously. The 3 of them have dramatically different builds, but in the haze of the foundry, I couldn't see clearly. How do I know you didn't do it? I have an alibi, not to mention that Keldor already ascertained the truth from me. I have nothing to hide. Apparently Filden, Saros, and Bedailen do, though, because they wouldn't go under Keldor's spell. Ah, okay. Where's Filden? Oh, Filden's here, right. Where's Saros? He usually remains in the meeting hall. You shouldn't be able to miss him. And where is Bedailen? She can be found in any of the foundry areas. She's one of our chief engineers and so has the run of the place. You'll know her. Okay, well, let's talk to Filden, because he should be right behind us, actually. Shame about that poor Smith Avildon, really it were. Still, he weren't one to keep himself on the grindstone. He weren't dedicated. 'Tis the way of the plains turn. Mark my words, every basher gets his due. Ah well, what can old Filden do for you? I'd like to ask some questions. What were you doing the night of the murder? What was I doing? Why, I was sitting in my room with a nice loaf of bread and jug of wine, staying in. Didn't go out that night, didn't see no need. Do you know anyone who can swear otherwise? No, never saw the need to make sure of it. One place you might ask if you're really looking for leads is Saros. That little thieving knight goes everywhere. What with his father being such high up here, he's always into new experiences. Boy practically a sensate. If you ask me, probably wanted to kill someone just to see if he could get away with it. Saras, eh? I'll remember that. In the meantime, more questions. Okay.
Yes, it shall be done.
That's that
Alright.
part. Let's go and find Saros now. Oh, I'm so happy this place is
I'm
so much
gone.
quieter. So Rosa, right? Okay. God, this place is big. What's back here? Oh, hello, Neil. You see a bushy-haired man clad in the height of fashion, if you consider fashion to have died 50 years ago. His clothing seems to consist of a tattered street urchin's rags, and he seems to be affect a disdainful manner towards those around him. Or that might be his actual manner. He doesn't even glance at you until you speak to him, and then his eyes begin searching your face carefully. Do you want something? Tell me what you know about the murder of the Smith. Well, what I know is nothing. I've been here working on my construct and concentrating on my work. I haven't paid attention to what the workers do. They do their job and I do mine. Okay. Well, who are you? I am Neil Xander, great-grandson of the artificer Zero Xander, engineer, dreamer, creator, and I have just finished this work. The work that you commissioned, the Dream Builder. Are you ready to claim the use of it? A Dream Builder? It is both machine and ritual. It's a state of mind and a construct of steam and blood. It grants dreams to those who enters its confines. It was built for you and it's waiting for you. Are you ready to finish it off? It's been waiting for you for decades. How do you know it was built for me? Because my great-grandfather, Xenosander, set your face in stone so that we would know when you returned the work you commissioned. He always thought you'd return, but no one else truly believed you would. Our family completed it because we said we would, and now you are here. Well, do you still have the stone? No, it was stolen from me a year ago. I saw only a shadow flitting away. It was the only item taken from my home. I have no idea who'd take it, but I'd memorized the features. Alright, let's finish the Dream Builder. What I need to begin the final stage of the Dream Builder is a piece of your skin immersed in your blood so the machine can familiarize itself with your physical essence. It must be in a blue-green bottle to symbolize the Dream Sea on which you'll live. I don't know that I want to fetch that for you. Fresh flesh and blood, huh? I've given you enough of that lately. Okay, let's see. Just answer me a question or two, will you? I'm not interested in your Dream Builder. Flesh, blood, bottle. Alright, okay. I don't know. You don't, eh? They may be able to remember that you're fetching these items for a design you funded, for a project you wanted, created in the first place. For a device so impractical that the solution to it consumed the lives of 4 generations of my family, all for you. If you want to see this project complete, you'll finish the final stages and stop your endless whining. Oh man, don't take it. Oh fine, alright, just do it, just stop yelling at me. Okay. That's fetch a vial of skin and blood. That's a novel situation. Literally turn a corner and find someone like, oh, I've built a fantastic device for you.
Alright.
As you do. Oh, what's this? What's in this room? Door is locked. Okay, that's fair. I will not question it.
I'm gone.
Let's just head out. Saros, there you are. I need to talk to you. It's pretty awful to be wedged into the gears like that. Okay, that poor Smith. I can't believe what happened to him. Do you have any idea what might have happened or some leads? Who told you? The supervisor? She's right. I came in here at night sometimes when there's no one around. He looks around conspiratorially for a moment and lowers his head towards you. I saw Thilden creeping out of here. The main reason I know that it was him is because he dropped something. He hands you an awl with the name Thilden etched into the wooden handle.
Updated my journal.
Okay. Right. Interesting. Let's talk to the Sarosa, see if they know anything. Greetings. Answers. Tell me of your family. My brother Saras. Okay, tell me more of your brother. Saras is a brash, impulsive lad, easily given over to his manhood. He is eager to prove himself equal of anything on the plains, full of the aggression of youth. I believe he feels himself more sensate than Gosman, further vindicating my belief that the sensates are the most immature of all factions. Well, why are they immature? Why are they most immature? Because, like children, they do not understand there is more beyond the world than senses, beyond what one can see. This is belief. Okay. Other matters? Why do you call me half man? Oh, yeah, because you don't see any soul in me. Right. Okay, head up. Bed Island, there we go. What do you want? Who are you? My name's Bedalin. I'm a magical engineer, not a mage, mind you, but a theoretician. I'm going to make sure the Godsmen don't get a chance to use that weapon. Alright, we'll answer some other questions. Tell me of other people working here. Did you... The eccentric Neil... Oh, you've got the brilliant eccentric Neil Xander. I think it's Neil... Okay, yep, we've talked to that. The Gilthrezi outcast woman, Kilara. Thilden the Grey, whose heart is much less ambiguous than his name. Kelda the Factor, Sandos the Factor, and 2 children of Sandos, supervisors, smiths, and a host of others. They all pass me by at one point or another, and frankly, I haven't made that much of an effort to get to know them. They work for me, or they don't, and that's about as much as I care, I'm afraid. I'm much more devoted to my work. Well, tell me what you know about the murder. Let's see, I asked the guards to head out for the night because I was working on something delicate. Some delicate engineering on the project in the next room, and I didn't need their psychic emanations fouling up some very crucial work. I was with some dismay that I found the body when I emerged from the room. Being as I have no other alibi, I realise I am a suspect, and I suspect you've already found that I wouldn't consent to going under this spell to answer. The reason for that is I would be violating the oath of secrecy I swore to protect the project. I'll check on that with Keldar. You do that. He'll verify what I've told you. He administered the oath to me, so he knows its power. Okay, right. So, she's got an alibi, in the sense that she can't break an oath of secrecy. Thilden doesn't, and Saros is blaming Thilden.
I'm gone.
Well, actually, Thilden is blaming Saros, and Saros is blaming Thilden.
I'm gone.
Let's go back to Thilden and find out more information. I'm inclined to blame Thilden. What evidence do I have for that? Just seemingly even talking to random people, it's like he's not very well liked person. Saros, you remember Saros, don't you? Gave me an awl near the body. Oddly, this awl has your name etched into the handle. How do you explain that?
My journal.
He looks momentarily flustered, and then, Saros is a thief. Odds are he stole it from me. In fact, I've been missing my awl for some time now. Never mention it to anyone because I figured I just lost it. Now I know that Saros stole it to frame me. Better go get him before he gives you the laugh. Seeing your expression, he says, before he escapes. That sounds a little too pat. I'll ask about it as soon as I get some more answers from you. Tell me where you were on the night of the murder? Okay. Alright, let's head back. I'm suspicious. Suspicious. Let's go talk to Saros again.
I'm gone.
Oh, there's Saros. I was like, oh, where's he gone? Thilden says that you planted the awl at the murder scene and that you are trying to frame him for the murder because you two disagreed. Of course he'd say that, just because he's guilty and he wants to make sure you look someplace else. I just saw him kill that man. Sure, we disagreed, but that doesn't mean I want him dead. Just because he's a total Burke doesn't mean he should be arrested. He should be arrested for killing Avelden. Tell him he needs proof.
Updated my journal.
Okay, am I literally just going to be bouncing back to and fro here?
All right.
I mean, I don't have much evidence between the two of them other than, oh look, it's just one of them blames the other. What else shall I do? He tells me that it's not a frame. In fact, he says that he personally witnessed you killing the poor sod. He what? I tell you that boy's a thief and a murderer, and you don't believe me. What if I told you the lad's an anarchist too, a member of the Revolutionary League? Why should I believe that? A pious look creeps onto his face, because I say it so. Because I'm about to say something that'll make a criminal of me, but I'll say it to see justice done. He pauses. I know he's an anarchist because he tried to recruit me. Him and that engineer Bedai I told them I'd do it so as I could trap them, but then I realised I didn't have the stomach to harm poor Saros. I turned him down, but now they're trying to cover their tracks, and that's why they want me gone. They're the killers, not me. Assuming I believe this, why shouldn't I have you imprisoned too? What, you're accusing me? But I didn't do anything, Burke. You've got the wrong man. Please, I didn't do it. I'm just having... Okay. All the evidence points to you, Phil. The next time I see you will be at your execution. Farewell. Okay, we're just joking. I don't want to like throw him under the bus just yet. I'd rather talk to the others. I'm not committed yet.
Done.
Let's go talk to this Bidai Lynn and see
I'm
what
gone.
she says. Filden says you're an anarchist and that you're trying to pin the crime on him. Anger strikes sparks in her eyes, but a look of scorn replaces it so quickly you're not even sure to read it right. An anarchist? Right here on... Here's my other leg. Pull that one too. Did you have some real questions? What was that flash of anger? Smell slightly. You don't miss much, do you? Allow me to put it this way. How would you feel if you were falsely accused? My anger stems from that and nothing more. She seems honest about this. Very well. I've got some other questions. You can go about your work. I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to talk to Saros
How may I help?
before I shoot myself in the foot and
I'm
potentially
gone.
accuse the wrong person. Gather as much info as I can. Saros, where'd you go? There you go. Biden tells me that you and Berlin are anarchists and that you're trying to frame him because he turned down an offer to join them. Saros Bales, she has nothing to do with this. I did it on my own, but the truth is, Filden shoved Avedon into the gears. I put the all there to make sure everyone would know he was there, because I'm just a kid and no one would believe what I was saying, alright? I admit that I planted the all, but I only did it to make sure he got punished for his crime. Why? Why should I not think that you're doing this to get back at him for some other
Updated
crime?
my journal.
Because I don't know why you'd think that, but I promise, go talk to him and tell him what I said, and then you can decide for yourself. Okay. Right, so Bed Island is basically like just getting pulled in on the side here, but Bed Island, Finn says you're an anarchist. What was the flash of anger? I don't buy it. You'll have to because you're getting no other answer from me. She turns stiffly away from me. Okay, right, let's go back to Filden.
What's up?
Done. I'm gone.
Let's see. Filden, I'm not a fan of you.
All right.
He says that he planted the all on the body, but only because he wants to make sure you'd be implicated by the death. He says you're a murderer and he wants to make sure you get caught. The supervisor drains the face of colour. He admitted he's an anarchist? Yes, he seems to believe you're dangerous to everyone around you, whether they be anarchists or godsmen, and that someone needs to stop you. He's willing to admit his own crimes in order to ensure that you meet with justice. His beefy face glows red with apoplexy. You're accusing me, but I ain't the murderer. I'm just trying to expose anarchists, Burke. Damn you. You can't do this to me. You can't trust anyone who says they saw me do it. So you can't say that I did. Would you say the same thing under oath and spell? I'm betting Saros would. Okay. Bugger. Can I at least take my stuff and give this place the laugh? Old Filden. Okay. Can I at least take my stuff and give this place the laugh? Old Filden will make sure you won't regret it. Only... No. Remain here or suffer the consequences. You can rest assured that I can make certain of that. Oh. I know what choices. I don't want to say sure, get going. I am more inclined to say only if you can... Okay. Alright. Let's get to Kaldor.
Done.
Kaldor. Go on. I need to get to... Ah, I was so far at the back. Kaldor. Filden did it. He had personal problems with Avedon. He was trying to frame Saros for the crime. Filden committed the crime, but Saros tried to frame him for it. It's an anarchist plot, but Saros is in the middle of it. Arrest them both. What? Both of them? There's a sad day for the Godsmen. A sad day indeed. Allow me a moment to summon the guards.
Updated my journal.
He seems saddened by the ordeal. It is done. My thanks for resolving the investigation. You have but one task remaining to you. Sandos, father of Sarosa, and Saros, one of the more vital members, has returned from a harrowing journey. He has locked himself in his tower room and is threatening to kill himself. Speak to him and stop him.
Updated my journal.
Okay, right. I guess the feeling this is the tower room over here? Maybe? Godswin
gone.
quarters. Aha! Greetings, sir. Did Keldor send you? Sandos came up here and he's been raving and muttering behind the door all day. I hope you can do something. We'll see about that. Call through the door. Sandos, I need to talk to you. A muffled voice comes from another. Go away. Are you Sandos? The voice says, who else would I be? These are my rooms. This is my faction. It laughs bitterly. This is where I'm going to die. Well, tell me about yourself, Sandos. You want to talk? Is that what you want? How about you listen? The voice pauses and then gathers steam. What's the point of it? That's what I want to know. Why do we do the things we do? What's the thing that keeps us going? What's driving, huh? From to continue. Pride. Pride and ego. We keep telling ourselves that we can be something, that we mean something, that there is a reason we're here. But in the end, it's all just blackness. I've seen that final blackness and there's no reason to deny it. Yeah, we keep pushing out of foolish pride. There's no reason to it. Did you ever consider that you became a godsman for a reason? What do you mean? You found a reason once. You believed that all we face is a test. You believed that we're here to push past the final blackness to overcome it. Don't tell me you've forgotten weak now. He barks out a sharp laugh. They taught you well, at least. Let me think about this. I hope you've got some time. All the time in the world, Sandos. Think it over. When he speaks again, the voice sounds a little more balanced. Go down and tell Keldor you've talked some sense into me. I'll want to see him eventually, but you've done your job. Hello, Sandos. Can I talk to you? I owe you my life, stranger. I won't forget it. Sweet! Huzzah! That's our third task then. I guess we're godsmen now. Keldor, give me my XPs, please. I have succeeded. He has regained his zest for life. You have succeeded? Glorious news. Congratulations, my friend. You have proven yourself worthy of joining Godsman. Would you like to take the oath now, or perhaps wait until later? Now will do. The oath, life's tribulations or tests. There is nothing I encounter that is not a lesson. Pain is the multiverse's way of reinforcing a lesson. What I hate most in others is a reflection of what I hate most in myself. I will act to activate my potential and to aid others in achieving their goals. I will remember that Divinity's spark is present in everything. I swear fealty to the believers of the Source and their goals, never to forsake them. You swear the oath, but Keldor smiles. Welcome to the Godsman, lad. Do you have need of anything from me now?
Updated my journal.
What's the secret items that you've got for me? Improved strength, Scroll of Remove Curse, and Scroll of Chain Lightning Storm. Ooh. Giant lightning bolts strike down all hostile creatures on screen for 7 to 70 points of damage. A successful saving throw reduces it to half damage. I am buying that after I cast Friends on myself. Purchase some items? How cheap is it now? Yeah, I think I saved 1,000. 100, not 1,000. 100. Ascension. Reason. Enlightenment. Ooh. Not usable by priest, usable only by dark godsman. Oh gosh. +1 armor class, +1 charisma. I lose my 50% magic resistance though. But that is a really nice one. Actually, I'll buy both because I have multiple slots. So I'm just curious. Let's see. Charisma is 25. Okay.
Can't run while I'm carrying all this.
What? Oh, the axe of qualities.
Can't run while I'm carrying all this.
Is weighing me down. I'd like to purchase some items. Can I not sell anything to you? No. Okay.
Can't run while I'm carrying all this.
Right. Will that make me significantly lighter? Yes. How am I? Oh, because my strength stat is so low. That's why. It's weird that the head can carry significantly more than me. Right. Oh yeah, I've got a spell that I can learn. Hells to the yes. That spell looks deliciously gorgeous. I don't have any level 6 slots, but that is an amazing crowd clearer. Oh, actually, can you let me into the secret project, please? You have proven yourself trustworthy. Here, take this. He presses a token emblazoned with the Godsman symbol into your hands. Do not lose it. If you do, I'm afraid I cannot replace it, so be careful with it if there's anything. Okay. What is the token? The Godsman token. Neat. Let's just go into the secrets of Rune. Don't think you're gonna like me much. You'll pay. So we'll pay for his misdeeds. What else can I do you for? You can ask me some questions. Tell me of your family. Your brother. I will not. He was always impulsive, eager, and said, but neither will I speak of it. If you wish to know more, speak to me later. Maybe I shouldn't have had him arrested, but he was an anarchist. I think they were both in the wrong. I feel bad for that part. I do feel bad, but oh well. Anyway, Elisa. Okay, so I've got other questions. Let's see. I need to get into that background. She looks around for a moment and makes sure no one is watching her, and then slips a golden medallion from around her neck and passes it furtively to you. Don't tell anyone where you got. Oh, I've now got 2 tokens. Okay. Well, let's go through. Can I help you something? No, thank you. What, can we go through here now? This door is locked. Show the token. I've got a token. He examines the token closely. My mistake, sir. How may I help you? With anything else? No, I'm okay. Let's have a look. What's the secret? Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that looks cool as hell.
Put your back into it, man.
You see a Githeri woman, bald with scarred cheeks and a cat's grace in her walk. As she turns towards you, she spies the con. Her eyes widen. She addresses him. You bring joy to my heart. My name is Galera. May I aid you? My companion would like to speak with you concerning the workings of his device. He may speak for the two of us? She looks at you and looks back at him quizzically. Of course, esteemed one. If you speak for him and accept responsibility for keeping what passes here secrets, she turns her attention reluctantly to you. You have questions for me? Yes. She glances at Fall from Grace, and her mouth curves in a graceful mow. I apologize, honoured one, but I cannot speak of this. I am both contractually and magically bound not to speak of this in the hearing of certain manifestations, shall we say, of belief. She turns to the succubus. Apologies, Lady Grace. I understand. What does that mean? She can't speak about it in the presence of fiends. I would speculate that since she's been bound contractually, it means it's a project of law, and since she's been bound to it magically, it is likely Batsu in origin. Interesting. I'll keep in the meantime, Kalara, answer some of my other questions. Aside to the con, who is she, and why does she treat you with such respect? She is of the people. Her markings tell of one who has walked the path from limbo, and she's been made to not to know our ancestral home. Her markings tell all Githeri to render her assistance, and tell the Githeri that she is still of the people. Her reverence for me is the reverence shown to all Zerth. Okay, right, so she's detached herself, but is still friendly. Okay. Who's contracted advice? What does that mean? Oh, that's quite especially. Again, the supervisor turns uncomfortably towards Fall from Grace and grits her teeth. I may not speak of it.
All right.
Ooh, what's in the box? Rags, tongs, and a forge hammer. Right. Right, I'm gonna save because I want to see if I can maybe leave my ally here.
Yes.
I've got some questions about our travels. Let's see, can you tell me? Actually, I had some other questions, right. Let's see. Can you teach me anything of the art? No. Okay, right. Oh, okay. I suppose the best explanation that my faith allows me to see things differently. But those changes you make seem a lot like spells. Do you believe in experience because of what happened to you with the Batezu? Fall from Grace nods. I have thought long upon that. Okay. I think it's how you deal with experience that's important. Oh. Hold up. I've thought long upon that. I think it's because I am content that what I have become, and I do not think it would have been possible without experiencing the multiverse as I did. She seems thoughtful. There's truth in what you say. Truth. I think there would have been many others who, when subjected to the experiences you are, would have crumbled. You learned from it, and you became stronger. It shows me great strength and will of character. She's looking at me silently. And I admire that about you. Not only the strength, but the ability to see such horrors as a way of becoming a better person, and takes a strength few possess. She smiles at me. I thank you. Your words are insightful and kind, but I fear that my strength of character is not as strong as it would seem. Yet I would treat each experience as a new opportunity. Okay.
Yes.
Right. I want to talk about our companions. Me? Not thoughts on the situation. I think there's someone out to murder me, so much I built. Okay. Shadows. Shadows are things in the shades. Okay.
Yes.
How do I get you to
I'm here.
leave the party?
Hmm.
Even just temporarily, just to leave the party.
Yes.
Do you ever use weapons? No, they're seldom much need. I have a number of natural defenses, such as the kiss of a succubus is lethal. That's fair. Can I read your diary? No. Please? Crazy. A lady must have her secrets. Very well. Why did you set up the brothel? Why establish such a place? And that's why you established a brothel. Just gonna click through them. I'm trying to see if I can find. What do you know about the Blood War? It's a war best avoided at all costs. Let the time butt heads and the rest of the planes in peace, or at least relative peace. Okay. Did you serve in it? No. Oh, right, we already know about all this part. Not related to the Blood War. Other
Yes.
questions? Let's see. Other questions?
Yes.
All right.
Can I have her all the
Very
way
well.
over here? And I go over
Alright.
here. And maybe then? What can you tell me of the engineers? She scowls, adding several creases to her scarf. I speak to one of my smiths if you would know of the engineers. No kind words for the engineers will you hear from me. Well, why not? Why? Because they do not seem to share a love for this project as do their comrades. Because they are dreamers and do none of the action themselves. Because ultimately, I do not trust that their intention mean well for us, but instead to benefit them and them alone. I see. And what's the answer for something else? What does this device do? Our device spouts forth a certain type of magical fire that harms even those resistant to ordinary fire. We are working on applications that might even get around a creature's magical resistance. Well, what other applications? Aside from those weapon values, it could be used as an excellent mining device if tuned properly. It could harvest whole swathes of forests or fields of grain. It could harden the shell of Limbo's material for a time. We have even tried lesser applications of the technology there, or even be used as propulsion across the spheres of Carcery. Its uses are limited by one's imagination. It is not purely a weapon of destruction. Interesting. Who's contracted the device? She glances around, sighs, and replies, though I did not take part in the negotiations, I believe that it was a Batezu who procured our services. The token you wear will grant you some measure of diplomatic immunity to Batezu when you meet. I'm sure that may be useful. What's other questions? Right, what can you tell me of the engineers? I see. Okay, an intelligent device. Who's contracted the device? What's the device do? Applications. Right, very well. Let's talk to an engineer. You see a tiefling clad in godsman clothing carefully examining the thing in the center of the room. I can't really talk right now, we're in a critical phase. Yes, this project we're working on is a weapon that could have massive peacetime applications as well. We're not close to the end, but we're at a delicate phase, delicate enough that it could put us all in the deadbook if some fault fails us now. What is it? We're adjusting the variables in the device's lower magical resonances. One mistake could sink the whole project, and if the project goes under, it'll take us all out of the resulting magical wave. Okay. Wow! How long till it's done? Probably won't be done for another decade, but the trickiest part will be done this year. There are some magical rituals that have to be done, and those take time. We'll all breathe easier knowing we're not sealed to a project that's going to detonate if it's unstable. Sealed, what do you mean? Because of the nature of this project, with the sorcery and all that, not to mention the magics that allow us to even work on the machine, we've had to seal a part of our lives into the machine. We get our lives back when the project's done, but if it malfunctions or power forbid gets sabotaged, it takes our lives with it, even when it blows. That sounds bad. Oh, my phone is going mental. Why is it going mental? Oh, that's fair. Just a bunch of people messaging me. Let's see. Can you tell me about the engineers on this project? Our chief engineer, Neil Zander, is a genius. He has created works I never dreamed possible. The word is, he's even created a folding portal and is working on a dream builder in his spare time. It was said that long ago his family was contracted for a man who could not dream himself. Our other engineer, Bidai Lin, is newer but equally bright. She's a little erratic, but her work shows great promise and skill. You can usually find them in the main meeting hall. Oh, so many messages. Right, there we go. Great. In the meantime, more questions. What is this project? It's a weapon, I think. We're not sure if it's for war or for hunting, and powers above, if it's for hunting, I don't want to see the creature it's designed to kill. But when we are done, it's going to be on par with that Chaos ship the Doomguard built a few years back with the Tenari. At least that's the theory. Why all the secrecy? If you knew an enemy was creating a weapon to use against you, wouldn't you do everything in your power to destroy it? We've got no idea who it's for even. We're just trusting that word of the high-ups that it won't be used in any way that we'll disagree with. None of us know who's asking us to make it, so if there's no chance, we'll spill the dark of it to someone who wants to see it destroyed. Especially because we've all sealed our lives on it. Oh, we already know that part. Second. There we go. Anything else that I can learn about this? Who can tell me who this project's being built for? No, I can't tell you that. For one thing, I don't know. For another, I signed a secrecy contract. Fair enough. Can you tell me about your boss? You can usually find her somewhere. She's a Githezeri. Thank you for your time. Right. Okay, let's go talk to the bigger ups, because now we know that there's a big, massive feck-off weapon. Let's see if I can find that person. I'm surprised that she decided to give us the token. It's fine. Right. Let's go through here. Talk to Keldor. See what secrets he can tell us. Zorosa doesn't like us very much. Tell me of your family. Tell me of your father. Thanks to the words, my father is alive and well. I can only hope whatever scarred him. Okay. So other questions. Who are you? Guys, other questions. What can you call me? Half man. Okay, that's fine. She's not going to like me very much because we basically incarcerated her brother. I'd like to get some healing. It is not that pricey. Oh, raise dead. Cool. So you can raise one of my allies. Nilzander. Flesh and blood. I've given up on that lately. First, let's see. Tell me about your co-workers. Bah, they do not possess a true fire. They speak of creation and they boast their potentials, but they do not create anything beyond the mundane. Their imaginations are poor, limited, obsessed with the small details. A true dreamer, I say, creates a grand scheme and then concentrates on the details. Starting with details is for the ants of the imagination. The small insects who aspire only to be fed. That's very charitable of you. That's concentration increases his order. What would you like to know? Let's see. What can you tell me about the Godsman? He sighs and collects himself. That's a long subject. Let's get started on it. Now, all creatures want something, don't they? They create, they build, they tear down, they dream, they fight, they fornicate. They do all of these things because they want something beyond what they have. Even on the basis level of existence, every iota strives to be something greater. Some achieve this, some fall by the wayside. Every decision, every action, every reaction, these all create a base on which something will build. Seems obvious, then, that our current exalted state of this being is building a base for ourselves for something greater. What is that, if not godhood? That's the way it's always justified it, and frankly, I ain't in the mood for philosophical discussion. You want that? Find a factor or something. Well, where can I find a factor? Factor Kilder's right up there in the days. Talk to him, or else find that suicidal Burke Sandoz and talk to him. Okay. Let's go talk to Sandoz. Actually, I need to do a little typo change. There we go. Fixed it.
All right.
Sandoz. Oof. Can you have anything to tell us, talk to us about? No, you're nothing. Shame there's nothing up here either. Where else can I go? Lower level, upper level, foundry.
I'm gone.
Well, Kelder's not going to speak to us anymore. We've got a bunch of experience points and we're able to get into the secret rooms. I'm going to go up and I'm going to have a look at the libraries that are upstairs, just in case I missed something. I don't think I did, but it's worth checking, and then we'll talk to her.
I'm gone.
Nothing, 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 and there's no sneaky sneaks. Nothing. Right, okay, fine. We're not going to get anything in there, but let's talk to Bidai. Your Gosman now, are you happy with it? Yes, I am. Good. It pleases me that you're happy with your choices. What can I do for you? Thilden says you're an anarchist and that you're trying to pin a crime on him. Tell me of the project you're working on. Tell you about the project we've sworn our lives to complete and defend. No, I don't think so. Not yet, anyway. Let's just say it's powerful and it'll be worth the effort. Fine, so what about some other questions? Who are you? The theoretician, we already knew that. Tell me about the other people here. Okay, that's just General Thilden the Grey, who's no longer here. Alright, so you don't tell us anything new. But we know about a secret weapon. Thanks to your words, my father... Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Oh, hold up. There's another wee room, isn't there? Just check. Godsman Hall, Godsman Armory. What's in this room? Where can I find it higher up? Either Sandoz or Kelder should be able to aid you in this matter. What's behind these guarded doors? I'm afraid that's a secret, sir, even from our valued faction members. Unless you've involved in the project yourself or receive authorization, you're not allowed in. I'm not going to ask to beat it out of them. Where's the clerk's office? Just south. Well, that's actually an idea. Let's go talk to the clerk, the one that's the money grubber, that wants to like sneak a whole bunch of money for himself that I do not like. And there's a nice little hidden room here. Alright, now Dylan. You mentioned seeing me before. Do you know anything? Memory's a fleeting thing. Okay. Pick an item. No, I don't have a receipt. Let's see. Do you have anything else? I just want to see a smiley face. Bless you. Okay, right. I guess that's us done the Godsman side. I just need to go and find a vial of skin and blood.
All right.
I get the feeling we're going to go to the exotic person. Let's see. Warehouse, print shop, siege tower, marketplace, wrecked house, pawn shop, coffin maker. I think we want to go to the fancy word. So the way we'll do it is we'll leave here to teleport to the other side. There we go, clerk's ward.
All
Right.
right.
I think we should go to the apothecary as the first point of call. See if they've got any glass for us. Then failing that, we're going to go to the exotic person and see if they've got any glass. Right. Pestle, I've got some questions for you. The old engineer in the foundry tells me I need to get a sample of my blood and skin for a machine to work. I need you to do that for me. Huh, okay. Scraping, very well. He takes a razor blade and a wide-mouthed bottle. Pestle then removes a small section of skin from your forearm, placing it into the bottle, along with a small quantity of your blood. He then places some gauze over your wound and hands you the bottle. You need anything else? Yeah, I'd like to see what you've got for sale. Nah, we all good? Yeah, we all good. Right, cool.
All right.
How much money have I got left? Only 669. Ooh, actually. Actually. We're gonna head up, see if we can sell some of our stuff, and I think I will sell the grimoire. Because I am not gonna want to keep that. Yes I am. Someone's got some party like bus going on outside. Let's see. Leather apron. I think I can sell these. Oh yeah, I've got enlightenment. Hold up. I wanted to check something. So I've got 18 charisma. What if I put enlightenment here? Not equip it. Right, okay, so I need to have it equipped. And it goes up. That's fair. That is very fair. +2 to wisdom. I think I've got 25. Okay. I can remove that entire tattoo and I still have... Oh yeah, because I've got that gives me +1 wisdom. Dakon, I need you to give me special things again. +10%, -1 charisma. Increased regeneration. No, I don't want any of those. But I will give you that tattoo. Right, okay. Cast friends again. Don't know. Oh, I don't have any friends. Oh well. Yes, I am. The special stuff. Okay. We're not selling the portal. We need that. That's a very valuable quest item. We'll sell that. Black Battle Axe quality 80. Oof. And we'll sell the iron ore. Yep. Sell. And we're going to sell the Grimoire of Pestilential Thought and Morador's Ruby because, let's be honest, I don't think we're going to need it. I don't think so, but I'll keep it actually. Keep them. Right, what exotic items do you have? What did you mean by calling Mort prevaricating? Misrepresenting, perjuring, dissimulating, lying. Oh, did I say that? I meant a floating, a disembodied, pontificating skull, as in dogmatic, always stating an opinion in a self-important manner. Let's see your merchandise. The exotic items. Monster jug. How much is that? 123 copper. It's a jug. It's got some sort of monster trapped in it. That's why my hair is prickling up like that. Okay. Other things. Metallic cube figurine. What's about the back of this door? Stained lens. Yevra's ring, which is really valuable. Yevra's ring of almost invisibility. I'll take it. Other exotic items. We don't want a Gorgon Salve, because that's expensive for what it is. 100 copper, where we can get it for cheaper. Metallic cube figurine, which is incredibly expensive, 1500. What's the front of the store? Baby oil and the Codex of the Inconceivable. Ah, fuck it, we'll take the Inconceivable. I want to read the Inconceivable. Bound in strange leathers, the Codex of Inconceivable. What had first taken to be a rather unassuming book held close by a tiny brass lock, is in actuality bound by strange leathers and enchanted bronze. It's simply labelled the Codex of the Inconceivable. Huh, okay, I got experience for it. You unlock the book's bindings and open it. As you glance over the tome's contents, your jaws drop. You stand spellbound, flipping through the pages. Its contents are simply too much to be described. Mere words seem powerless to explain the wonders that it holds. What's in it? I don't know what to say, Mort. What? You've got to be kidding me, right? Come on, let's see it. Let's show him it. Mort floats over your shoulder to examine the Codex's contents. His eyes nearly pop from their sockets as they scan the pages. Ooh, oh, wow. You stand thoughtfully for a moment, looking down at the Codex before closing it reverently and putting the tome away. Cool. Give me a second, I'm going to go turn the lights on. It's getting a bit smidge dark here. Nice and cool. And a side thing, I got a delivery today for a few items, and an extra thing came, which is this gorgeous fan that I've got beside me that I didn't order, but it had my name on it. I've not been charged for it, but it's there. So I've got this free, very, very fancy fan. It's working very, very well, but oh well. Anyway, let's see. Can I do anything more with the Book of Inconceivability? Right, cool. So it's just an easy way of getting some experience points. Ring of Almost Ever Invincibility, just +1 armor class. Have I got? Is that all it does? Really, really close to being invisible. An event which is often disconcerting to an attacker and thus more difficult to strike in combat. Fair enough. We already have full ring occupation. So we'll just take that, put that over there. The Dream Vial, nice. The number of Kuvin. Well, we'll equip that because I don't have anything else to put in it. Give that over. Give that over as well. And that too. Oh, your inventory is full, is it? Leonora's Legacy, some junk, and a leather purse. There we go. Give you more items. Keep them for the moment. Let us go back and deal with this. I'm actually quite happy I went to the apothecary now. Right, and then we'll do the dream. Right. Okay, so we'll go back to the lower ward. We'll go and see what dreams we can dream. And then we've got Ravel to deal with. Which will be interesting. Which will be our second?
Done.
I want to say second boss battle, I guess. If I'm going to fight them. I don't know. I suspect I will. They don't sound very friendly.
Done.
Right. Dreamweaver. I come with a vial of good stuff. Right, Niall. I've got it right here. Take it. Show me my
Updated
dreams.
my journal.
The machine requires a brick birdcage adorned with razors, fine wrought to mimic the destructive power of dreams, and their ability to capture our hearts and imagination. Search in the siege tower for a cage I have commissioned. A cage with razors. Okay, right. Well, we've already got access to the bird, to the, not the bird, the siege tower.
Your path is mine.
Which is fair enough.
I will hear you.
So it's not going to be too much of a hurdle. It's interesting that they got into it. I'm very curious to see what this is going to lead to. Right.
Done.
To the siege tower we go. Right. And this over here. I'm happy I done that where I got the +2 charisma. Suppressed all desire.
Alright.
Let's talk to Coke's Metal. I've got some questions for you. I need a heavy decorated wrought iron birdcage. Do you have one? I have such an item. The Dream Builder came to me an age ago. He promised me that my durance in the prison of this city would be near an end when the cage left my possession. Well,
Updated
can I
my
have
journal.
it? Yes, take this cage and lay waste to those who create such confines. Okay, thank you.
I'm gone.
Right. Let's head back in and give it. I get the magic we're supposed to do some like epic quest line to figure out how to get into the siege tower. We're like, we already know. We have already succeeded at this task. You can no longer hold us astray.
All right.
Right. Back we go. Back we go. Right, nameless one, come with
All
me.
right.
I have an extra slot. Don't know what I'll use it for. Neil, okay. I've got it right here. Now give me my
Updated
dreams.
my journal.
I need just one more item from you and we begin the final process of the Dream Builder. I need a pillow that has lain inside a coffin. It will stimulate a sleep so profound that you may as well be dead. It opens your mind to emanations of the Dream Builder. It is, if I say so myself, a coffin pillow, eh? You'll have it. Well, let's go to the coffin maker. It's either that or it's the catacombs, but I know there's a coffin maker, so let's go to the coffin maker. See what pillows he can make
I'm
for us.
gone.
Right. And we want to go here.
I'm gone.
And in there. And I'll just let my guys make their long run over. Where are they? Oh, they're making good time. Right. Coffin maker. Amos. I have some questions for you. I need to buy a coffin pillow. He nods at you. Ah, you're here to purchase then. I assure you, what I do is a labour of love. The real value of my profession is the building of the coffin, and doing it well is an act of perfectly ordered creation. Every piece must fit for the betterment of the whole. I just need a pillow. He nods at you again. I need 50 coppers for the basic boards used in construction. Usually... the boards themselves are usually a 16th handspan thick, maybe even thicker, depending on the nature of the corpse. Whether it's... I just need a pillow. He nods at you again. Some prefer Bitopian pine, which is fine. He pauses for a moment. I just need a pillow. He nods at you. From there... I need a scoreboard multiplied by a score of steel wood screws, gauge about 8 and 1. Oh my goodness. I also need some sort of metal pins for securing the interior lining. Best pick them up with a bunch. And are you listening to it? I just need a pillow. He places his hand on his chin, and although I usually let the natural wood speak the colour of the coffin itself. Okay, well, what about the handles? Big thing, handles. Everything about handles depends on how the coffin is to be carried. You've got skilled men carrying the coffin at shoulder height. Don't even need to worry about handles. Professional pallbearers never use them. See, if you've got your family and friends carrying the coffin, then the handles are necessary. You'll need some rope handles or even metal handles. That's fine and all, but I came here for the pillow. Do you have any? Let me give you an example. I think the most beautiful coffin I'd ever seen was this one of clear pine. I don't know where they managed to get it, whether from some place in Bitopia or else. Anyway, it was pegged together carefully and trimmed with a beautiful run of redwood. The effect was somewhat ruined by the crude amounts of thick hemp rope that surrounded the affair. Surely something was needed for the pallbearers to hold on to, but to ruin the entire beauty of the coffin with such badly woven rope. I just need a pillow. Then there's the moment of measurements. They can be tricky, and I try to do it myself, since occasionally a client will neglect to inform me as to the race of the deceased, or forget something like the hip width. Very important indeed. Also, if the client is still alive, I try and make precautions should the client fill out before they die, you know? It's a construction. There's many different ways of attaching the sides into the floor of the coffin and to each other. Some of the internal battens or corner blocks with plenty of wood screws to secure it in place. You can also do the fiend's tooth method and just cut alternating tongues and recesses all along the edges to be joined so that they fit together like a fiend's jaws. Requires a little more work and precision, but the result is neat and very strong. He pauses to breathe. Then there's the lid. The lid's going to be, I need a rim all around. carved the edge itself. Once you have some pilot holes drilled into the main box, then drill in the screws the top of the lid, maybe a half handspan apart, and then he is on a roll. If you don't shut up. You think you finally got his attention. He frowns at you confused. Pardon? I said I need a coffin pillow. That's all, just a pillow. Do you have any? He looks relieved and smiles. A pillow? Ah, I thought you might need the entire coffin. He puts his hand on his chin again. I'm so sorry, but I'm out of stock on pillows right now. I don't know when I'll have them again. What with the warehouse being closed? Yes, you mentioned a problem. What was that again? Yes, the warehouse where I store my goods is having internal problems. I guess I don't have a choice. Okay, right. I haven't been able to replenish my stock. The harmonium would never let things get out of hand because it distracts customers. Perhaps you'd have a look into it. I'll do it.
Updated my journal.
Excellent. If you deal with this issue satisfactorily, you'll have the pillow for free. He gets the lecture look on his face again. That may not seem like sufficient payment, but let me tell you. No, thank you. I'll just get started on this immediately. Oh my god. I do love the fact that he was able to talk a zombie into preferring death than having to deal with him for a moment longer. So let's go to the warehouse and see what we can get. Run, 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 my little minions. Let's talk to like.
Grace, do you want to put me in your inventory?
Like,
I'm gone.
I want to know what this is. I'd like to claim something. I'm here to retrieve a pillow for Hamris the coffin maker. A pillow? I would certainly use a pillow. A big stone pillow. Here's your pillow, Master Hamris, and good luck sleeping with it. Can I get you anything else? Let's see. Okay, we're all good. Well, that was a lot easier than I expected. Right, let's
I'm gone.
go and talk to Hamris again. Let's be and do the honourable thing first, you know, rather than immediately go to the God Forge and go, I have a pillow! Right, let's talk. Yes, I've dealt with the trouble at the warehouse and got the pillow.
Updated my journal.
He smiles and nods. Well done, Cutter. As I said, you may keep whatever you recovered from the warehouse as your reward. Thank you for your help. Got some questions? Nah, we're all good. We're not going to ask what happened. I don't really want to know more about coffin construction. That's an element of soul destruction right there. Like, let's go and find our dreams.
All right.
Right. Head up here. Right, Cutter. Let's go.
All right.
Or nameless one even. Let's find the Dream Forge that we commissioned so many lives ago. I have the pillow for you. Let's get on with it. At any time you're ready for the Dream Key, Scarred Man, give the word and I'll pass it to you. Give me the key. He pauses as if gathering errant thoughts. Close your eyes and stretch out your hand, he says. You have to feel the key before you see it, or it won't function, okay? You feel the touch in your palm of your calloused hand. At first you can barely feel it, but it rapidly grows into solidity within moments, until you finally hear Xander's voice. Open your eyes. When you do, you see a simple black feather in the palm of your hand. My work is finished. Xander nods. Use that key on the leftmost door in the foundry on the Dream Builder will open to you. I must go now. I have work to attend. My thanks.
Updated my journal.
Well, it's a portal key. Like, I'm not going to go like, oh my god, it's a feather. Why have you given me just a feather? Because I understand that Sigil works on random keys. Like, that makes sense to me. Right, let's go. Oh, lost the item. You find yourself standing under a hangman's noose. A gravelly voice cackles out of the darkness. You dream again, again, again. Your body seems strangely light and airy, like you've lost control of it. Like the winds blow you where they will. Oh, you find yourself floating through a maze of twisted plants and black barbs that tear at your insubstantial body. Creatures of nightmare pull themselves from the ground and walls and rip at your flesh. The furious attack drives you into unconsciousness. Oh, they look lovely. Oh, you're standing in front of a tower of skulls that babbles at you. You can't understand the words, a clattering behind you distracts you, and you see a battalion of fiends rushing you. You're standing in the maze again, and the stench of death surrounds you. You know you have killed all of them. The cackling voice breaks in once again. Oh, that is a lot of bodies. Interesting enough. Yeah, that is a lot of bodies. Wow. Oh, my pretty little puzzle. You have killed these and so many more, and I have lost count of them all. You are stricken mute, but cannot reply. Come to me, my poppet. Come to Ravel in her black barbed maze. Come, dream with me. Is that just going to repeat itself? Yeah. Once again, you find, as before, your body seems strangely light and airy, like you've lost control of it. Each image slips through your mind.
Done.
Okay. Right. We can't do the jam, but I think we'll go and rest, which is important. Actually, I can rest here, can't I? I'll go talk to Keldar, rest, and then we'll
Done.
stock up on some healing items, I think. I need a place to rest. Ooh, free. Nice. Oh. Everyone gather. There we go. I'd like to rest. Rent. Yes. Done. Okay.
I'm
great.
gone. All right.
Let's leave here and prepare ourselves to go into the maze.
Done.
I think I've done everything that I can consciously think of here. Right, let's look at my stats. Long way from leveling up, long way, reasonable, but too long. Right. Oh. Locked in. Okay, how much money have I got? 3,600. You know what? I'm gonna buy that Mordred action figure. Like, I've got the Lady of Pain.
Done.
I figure I'll buy the Mordred action figure, because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to come back here. I genuinely don't know. But I worry if I go into the maze, it's like some line will be dropped. So I kind of want to buy as many exotic items as I can. Right.
All right.
Okay. Yes, I am. Exotic. Oop. Standish. This downtrodden little man. Please, sir, I cannot speak to you. I have work to do. Your mistress. The little man knows, yes, mistress, I am Standish, her servant, her slave. I committed a crime and was sentenced to slavery and purchased in the lower world, like many of her slaves, most of whom she keeps in her manor. Now, please, I beg of you, leave me be. Fair enough. Yes, I am. The exotic items. The metallic cube figurine. A collector's items. I will take it. A wise choice. Right, let's have a look at this action figure. The Modron Cube. The intricacy of this toy is incredible. Its joints are composed of tiny gears, cogs, pulleys, and swivel joints, and there are even tiny springs in the legs that help support the feet. There's a little switch on the back that moves the eyes back and forth, and the wings are made of some tissue-like metal that folds up neatly when the wings are flush with the body. Well, let's use it. Move the arms and make sword fighting noises. The toy clicks and whirs. Wave its arms and make cheering noises. Hordes of imaginary creatures from across the plane cheers the cube's victory. You can almost see a tiny oil tear brimming in one of its eyes. It is a hero, the greatest cube ever to roam the plains, and everyone loves it. In your mind, Fall from Grace and Anna hug it and shower it with kisses. Sigh, put the cube away for future battles against the multiverse. Mort stares at you and shakes his head. What's that, cube hero? Mort's a stupid skull? Why, yes he is, isn't he? Hey, it didn't say that. Yes, it did. Said it just now. Oh, give me that thing. No, it's mine. He only wants to hang out with me anyway, don't you, Cube Hero? Yes, you do. I just want to hold it for a second. But you don't have any hands. I'll hold it in my teeth. No.
I am gonna smash that Modron cube to bits.
Did you hear anything, Cube Hero? Neither did I. Oh, that was good. That was worth it just for that. Okay. Right. Oh, it said that the fountain. Where's the fountain? Oh, hold up. Whoa, hold up, hold up. It's the shadow. Kill it. 420 experience points. Whoop. Right. Let's have a look. Find the night hag. Someone may be able to tell me of the hag. Well, we're supposed to find a fountain, but interesting enough, it's something I want to go and have a look at.
All right.
I want to go downstairs and I want to see if I can touch that orb now that I've got my colleague here. Modron stares at you quietly. Do you know what this little toy creature is? The Modron, its appearance identical in every aspect but size to the object in your hands, blinks once, twice, then speaks. The object is a portal cube. The user is to position the appendages of the portal cube in such a manner that it will activate. Once activated, the portal cube will transport the user to whatever destination it was tuned to during its creation. Well, what's the proper way to identify this one? We do not have that information. Over 97% of all portal cubes function in a slightly different manner. We were not present at the construction of this one, nor have we ever been given instructions as to its use. Should the subject desire it to utilize the portal cube, they will have to determine its method of operation and destination via experimentation. Ooh, okay. So I could just play with the toy enough times and maybe it'll work. Manipulate the toy and look for some sort of effect. Oh wow. You bend, twist, and rotate the various articulation that the limbs suddenly revert to their original position. Finally, as you bend its left knee, the toy makes an odd pop and shudders in your hands. Okay, the left. Revert. Okay, the toy's limbs suddenly revert to their original position with its object. Okay, so it's not that. The right arm? Nope. Left wing? Nope. Right wing? Nope. Left knee? Ah, okay. Left knee. Right knee. Okay, no. Left knee. Left arm. Okay, left knee. Right arm. Left knee, left wing. Okay, left knee, left wing. Left arm? No. Left knee, left wing. Right arm. Left knee. Left wing. Right wing? The toy hums slightly, glowing warm to the touch. Okay. Right arm? Ooh! There's a whir, a click, and then a blinding white light suddenly explodes in your hands. Sweet!
All right.
Where are we? You see a cube with 2 arms, 2 legs, and 2 small wings sprouting from its side. On the front of the cube is an animated face. As you approach, the creature focuses its eyes upon you. Hello. The creature focuses emotionless eyes on you. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome to Rubicon, the dungeon construct. Thank you for choosing Rubicon for your dungeoning experience. You may access Rubicon through this door. Well, what's Rubicon? The creature stares at you without answer. Well, what's a dungeon construct? Okay, well, what is Rubicon? Never mind. I'm gonna save. This is interesting. I don't know where I am. What have I done? I guess I'd use the Modron Cube to get out, but let's go this way. You see a mechanical man with pale green skin. Although it's obviously a construct, it does have an animated face, which is scowling at you. Hello. Grrr! The creature growls at you, then pauses, weighing your reaction. Am I supposed to be frightened here? It looks at you, grrr, and then makes a feeble, threatening gesture. I asked, am I supposed to be frightened? It stares at you for a moment while considering your question. Yes, grrr is a sound indicative of a threat. I have included an appropriate gesture to add weight to the threat. Fear is the anticipated response, which will give me an advantage in the fight that follows. It leaps to attack. Low threat construct. Okay, well. Ooh, 500 XP. Neat.
Done.
What do we get for killing these? Some bronze rings. And what's in this one? A few coins. Well, what's through this door because it's open? You see a mechanical man, pale grin. It is scowling at you. Greetings. What are you doing? I am a dungeon inhabitant, and you have intruded upon my personal space. I now face the consequences. Let's defend myself. Oh, kill this one. No, this one. And the final one. Neat. Okay, what loot do we have? Some more coins. A goodie. It looks like a small stone rod of some sort. Interesting but useless. And what's in this one? Just some copper commons. Okay. I only see one way to continue this. Greetings. I don't have time for this. The creatures raise the arms and brandishes its weapons. See my enemy driven before me. Let's fight. Come on, all fight. I don't have that one. Oh, right.
Rock sings true.
Let's see, what loot have we got here? A clue. And a clue. Let's see, what are the clues? You now have a better understanding of what is going on. Okay. I don't think I do, but okay. Let's ignore them. And fight.
Damn it.
Oh no! They hurt.
Just folly.
Trying to fight.
I'm a little out of practice, it seems.
Oh wow, they really hurt the con there.
Just folly.
May my
All right.
face lend me strength.
The hell just happened there? Right, anyway. Bronze ring, no. Bronze bracelet, no. Ooh, clock charm and a bag of coins. What's in the bag of coins? A small bag filled with some strange coins. The coins have unusual pictures and writing on them. They don't appear to be of any value. Right. Is there anything else here? Nope. Okay, well, let's go this way. Oh,
Done.
more low threat constructs. Keep killing.
Damn.
Right, what loot have we got? More healing. Nice. I like healing. We'll go this way. Ignore the creatures. At least I'm getting 500 XP for what seems to be
Sings true.
easy kills. Oh, dirty rat charm. Don't care. Some coins. Okay. Ignore the creatures. Let's fight.
All right.
Clock charm and a goodie. Ignore the creatures. Ow. I think I've already been here. Oh no, I've not been in that one. Okay.
I'm gone.
Just regular ring. Zephyr bolts? Okay. Sure, we'll take those. I don't know what they're good for, but I'll see. It's something, but bat or be damned if you can figure out what. It does radiate magic. Well, we'll take it.
All right.
Right, go back up here. Can't go those ways. Oh, we can go back this way, so let's keep going.
I'm gone.
Intriguing.
All right.
See, okay, greetings. You may access Rubicon through this door. What is a Rubicon construct? Okay, never mind. I'm gonna go back in just to check. Is this like a single thing or is it?
Done.
Right, I guess I need to complete this. Let's go and explore.
Done.
So we've been in this room. There's no other exits. No other exits. No other exits. There's two exits. I think these loop on themselves.
I'm gone.
No other exits. Okay. Yes, there's another one.
Done.
But just in case, just to see, this should be This side into the north. Yes. Okay, right. I know where we're supposed to go now. Straight through. Oh, okay.
I'm gone.
Hello, everyone. That's a lot of Modrons. You see a queue with 2 arms and 2 legs. As you approach, the creature focuses its eyes. Greetings. Greetings. The creature speaks with a monotone, sexless voice. State your question. Who are you? We are Modron. Your name is Modron? We are Modron. We do not have a name. We are Modron. All that you see here is Modron. If you don't have names, how do you tell one Modron from the other? There is a pause, and the Modron consider your question. We know we are Modron. We are part of the whole. Just as you recognize the hand that is part of the arm, we recognize each part as part of the whole. What about you, the individual? The Modron looks confused and pauses for a second. A heated buzzing sound fills the room, but quickly passes. We are Modron. We are part of the whole. Okay. What is this place? This is the Rubicon Dungeon Construct Project. What exactly is that? The Modron quickly begins to emit a soft humming as it answers you. Rubicon. Project goal is to determine the dynamics, both social and asocial, surrounding the environment commonly construed as a dungeon, and to attempt to explain the aberrations that tend to occur in such environments. How do you tend on that? Rubicon is capable of forming a series of rooms linked in such a fashion as to form what is commonly referred to as a dungeon. Each dungeon can have one of 3 difficulty settings: easy, normal, or hard. The dungeon is then populated with monsters, traps, and treasure according to the difficulty level chosen. After creation, the dungeon can be fully explored. The Modron begins to emit a low hum. What's the humming? Rubicon is a worthy accomplishment, and it pauses for a moment. We are content. Okay, you said something about aberrations. Queries to be answered. What attracts people to dungeons? Why do people often seek to enter them if they are places of such danger? Why are dungeons there in the first place? What are the dynamics of a workable dungeon? We do not understand. I do not. Interesting. I'd like to try out one of these dungeons. You said I instead of we. The Modron gives you a concerned look, then glances about the room. You are in error. We are Modron. We are a whole. We will not discuss. Alright. You know what I heard? You started to say I. The Modron frowns at you. You hear a hint of anger in its voice as it answers you. No, we are Modron. We are part of the whole. We will not discuss this further. An angry buzzing fills the room. Alright. I'd like to try the dungeon you mentioned. There is a significant pause before the Modron answers you. Request denied. Project halted due to accident. What accident? Dungeon construct became unstable. Causes uncertain. Failsafes activated, causing dungeon to collapse. Cause uncertain. Portal lens malfunction, causing contact with home plane of Mechanus to be severed. Cause uncertain. Rest of dungeon necessary. Reset of dungeon necessary. Then why don't you reset it? Reset can only be initiated by Project Director. Project Director disintegrated. Portal lens has malfunction and contact with Mechanus severed. Cannot acquire replacement director for Mechanus. Let me get this straight. You can't reset without a director, but you can't get a director without resetting. The Modron looks worried and begins to fidget. Assessment correct. Project halted. Look, I'm an adventurer, and I've been through some dungeons in my day. Why not let me be your director? The room is suddenly filled with a buzzing sound just as suddenly subsides. Assistance welcome. You are now Project Director. Advise the next task. Reset dungeon. Initializing reset. The room is filled with a low thrumming sound that can be felt rather than heard. Collapsing existing dungeon. The sound rises in power until the floor begins to vibrate. Initializing new dungeon. The sound rises in volume until you think your head is about to explode. Suddenly the room goes quiet. Reset complete. Dungeon construct status. Easy. Awaiting further instructions. Okay. Are there any dangers associated with Rubicon that I should be aware of? Yes, Director. Do not become separated from any companions while in the maze. If the maze were to be reset or a new difficulty setting chosen, anyone left in the maze would be killed. I see. I will not reform my party while in the maze.
Updated my journal.
Oh yes, Director. Do not drop items or equipment in the maze. If the maze were to be reset or a new difficulty setting chosen, the items will be destroyed.
Updated my journal.
No, Director. Let's see. Who are you? We are Modron. Your name is Modron. What about you, the individual? Okay, right. There we go. Let's see. I would like to create a difficulty. Let's just create a new one. That's all for now. Can I talk to any other Modron here? Greetings. I have a question. Who are you? Uncertain. Confusion exists. No, uncertainty exists at all times. I don't remember who I am either. I sympathize with you. It reaches out and touches your shoulder gently. After a moment, it takes the hand away. Oh, you see a cube. Greetings. Greetings. I have some questions. Who are you? We are Modron. Your name is Modron? Alright, you are all Modrons, but what is this Modron's name? The Modron begins to emit sporadic knocking sounds. Its face takes on a pained expression as it continues to stare at. It looks away from you for knocking sounds fade. We are Modron. We have no identity. Then how do you tell the other Modron apart? That's fair. Huh. Okay, is there any Modron here that I could sell things to? Greetings. I've got some questions. What are you doing here? Contemplating, thinking, answering your queries. It frowns at you. What are you thinking about? Life's many mysteries. What are you doing? Oh, actually, what are you? What is a Codron? Within our race, we are identified as a type Codron. Then what is a Modron? Okay, Modron. Another creature. How do I get out of here? I have some questions. What is the Rubicon capable of? Rubicon is capable of forming a series of rooms linked in such a fashion. Traps and treasure, according to the difficulty level chosen after creation, can be explored. What alternate capabilities? Rubicon can form a gateway to other locations by temporarily attaching itself to known existing portals. This effect is known as Portal Lens. This allows the use of the portal from within the Rubicon without traveling to the portal location. So if I know a portal, I can go to its destination from here. Correct. I have some questions. I want to use the Portal Lens to travel to... the Flophouse, Mortuary, Marketplace, Smoldering Corpse Bar, Clerk's Ward. Oh, that is cool. Alright, interesting. I'm gonna just double check to see if I can maybe sell off some of this detritus that I have acquired from there. See if it's of any use to anything.
Alright.
Talk to you. I want to buy something. They have no value. No value whatsoever.
Alright.
And just in case, we'll go to the exotic dealer. Well, that's interesting. So that's an area that I can go and grind, and I can do it off screen, so it doesn't like bug the play. That's novel. Okay, yes I am. Weapons and charms. You can buy the Zephyr bolts.
Done.
And I will just drop. Oh right, okay, that you get a lot of money for all of them. Clue, 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 goodie. Magic item. Clot charms to the con. Get lots of healing items. Right. Yes I am. Just regular stuff. All of these please. Go. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Can I like get that again? Because I already have used one. It would be nice if I can use a second one. But I think because I've already used one, we'll see. I'm gonna save. Load. Yeah, okay, cool. I just want to see. Yes, I am. Weapons and charms. Tier of Solidity. I'm at 10. Oh, cool. Neat.
I'm
Right.
gone.
Okay, cool. So that's me
Alright.
increase my constitution by 1. Nice, 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 nice. Right. So I was going to do the Ravel stuff. And then I got distracted by a Modron adventure box. Interesting. Anyway, unfolding portal. You unfold the shimmering metal and immediately it begins crackling with life. It begins forming itself into a metallic circle hovering in the air. There's something in your possession that has activated this portal. You get the feeling that you probably ought to make sure you have everything you need. You might not be back in Sigil for a long time. Well, we've already saved. Let's do this thing. Step through. Because we got the Modron, which is neat.
Alright.
And we're in Mavel's maze. Uh-oh, cutscene. Oh, that is loud. $750 XP.
Damn.
Nice. Didn't think I took any damage from that one. That's neat. Oh, that's an exit. Cool. Kill that one. Kill that one. No. Critical failures are fine. Ow. That was a trap. Oh, another Trigget. This is actually one of the dreams I had was here as well, because I remember all this. They're not dropping anything, are they? No. Oh, more Triggets.
I'm a little out of practice.
Ow! Thank you, Anna. Or, not Anna, thank you, Falls from Grace, for healing me. There's a portal there. I'm enjoying killing everything here, though. I'm just going to check something, because there's a portal, but it's not popped up on the map, so...
Ha! Playtime is over.
Okay, kill them, please. Right, I'm getting a generous amount of experience points from this. Not even enough to even remotely scratch or worry about the levels that I am definitely not getting. Anna, stop getting hurt. Where does this take me? To another section of the maze. The opposite side of the maze.
Damn it!
Anna, stop getting hurt by that. Bad for you. There we go. See, Dakon got hurt by it. That's something. Hope the traps, once triggered, don't trigger again, but if it's anything to go by, that Blades trap area in the catacombs, that place is pretty brutal. Just kept giving traps and more, so I imagine this is just going to be an effort of attrition, a war of attrition. But I am doing a lot of damage. So I've got that going for me, and I think, or I hope, there's only a limited number of enemies to fight. Thankfully, I do so much damage. Oh god, there's Ravel. Well, we found her. I think I'm gonna run away. Kill a couple more.
Playtime is over.
Give myself a bit of chance to heal up. Right, okay, let's see how it's everyone doing health-wise. You've taken a bit, so you get embalming fluid. Falls from Grace is slightly wounded, but oh god, this is gonna hurt my ears. This bit. Use. Got a bit more to go. Alright, okay, there, that makes life a lot easier. Heal you up a little bit. Heal you up a smidge. Once more. And Falls from Grace, you get healed. Right, Takon, take these back. And
Please lend me strength.
owie. Okay, let's go talk to Ravel. Right. Ravel, we're here to progress the storyline. This plump, hook-nosed crone before you doesn't look like a myth. She is outfitted in a simple, if dirty, brown shirt and leggings with a number of pouches hanging from her frayed belt. She seems oblivious to your presence, more concerned with the tangled black roots woven together to form the floor of the maze than anything transpiring around her. Let's study her. A tangle of jagged grey hair juts from beneath the crone's hood, spreading down her shoulders like a mass of twisted grey roots. Sickly blue-grey flesh hangs in loose folds from her face. Her narrow chin, long and sharp, juts forward in an extreme underbite, and two filthy yellow canines protrude from her lower jaw, just like small tucks. Ravel? The crone's voice is thick and scratchy, as if trying to force its way past layers of dust. Her eyes are a dull bloody red, with black veins running through them like tree branches. As she gazes at you, a strange crawling sensation passes through you, like snakes burrowing through your skin.
Oh no, my pretty thing. Have you returned at last? You were gone so long. I feared you forgot poor, lonely Ravel.
I did forget for a time. How could I forget you, Ravel? I miss you, but you hid yourself in a place that was difficult for me to reach. Come now, did you not wish my company? No. Have you? But what has returned? She squints at you for her black-veined eyes and hisses softly. Let Ravel see how you have fared in this life. She reaches out as if to caress you, and you suddenly notice her fingers are talons, each fingernail filthy and wicked sharp. Let her touch me? Her ragged talons trace their way across your skin, and in their wake you feel the same strange tingling sensation you felt when Ravel first looked at you. Her eyes dim somewhat, and her talons slide gently along the contours of your face, lingering on your scars. Ravel's fingers withdraws, and she looks at you sadly. Oh, sad, broken half thing, all the pieces. She squints at you again. No longer the one Ravel knew are you. Are you still a broken after all the sad time? Broken? A body you possess, but a body of knowledge you do not. She points her ragged talon at your chest, at your scars. Many and such scars you have, all scrawled on your skin. Many tales does your skin tell. What tales does my skin tell? Your scars and tattoos shout to me. Here is a man in confrontation with the world. Ravel makes a crooning noise, not unlike a dying bird. Yes, such tales as would shrivel even a hag's ears. Tell me these tales, I would know them. The tales are many, the echo of balance imbalanced, trials of war, battles with fiendish elements, and a creature that feeds on others from afar to sustain itself, and of torments, such torments flesh has never known. Balance imbalanced? Divided in two you were when your mortality was peeled from you, no longer balanced, much a broken in the separation, both a blessing and a mistake, but more mistake than blessing. You took my mortality. How? Forgotten the how of it I have I? Ravel's gaze dims for a moment, the black veins swimming in her eyes. And even if I remembered it, I would never do it twice. Not forgotten the moment have I, after the break. A seeing the pain stream from your veins, your cries like a wailing child, every bit of your being filled with emptiness, terrible even for these eyes. So that's why I feel hollow inside, because my mortality is gone? Very well. What are these other tales of my skin tells? These tales are many. The echo... Okay, right. The trials of war. Great trials of war. Much too much to be borne by any mortal thing. Which war? This war touches all, my precious half-man. There is no place where its caress is not felt. Did it touch you? Ravel's voice dropped almost bitter. To this, Ravel says, aye. That would explain the scars. What are these other tales? The battles with fiendish elements. Two fiends butt heads, Ravel sniffs as if in contempt. Their tiny heads filled with ideas of how the planes should be, yet can never be, or the planes they would no longer. Such foolishness. I'm not certain I understand. What are these other tales? A creature that feeds from me from afar. No base hungers do you feel, but far, far more terrible ones boil beneath your skin, and such a cost. What do you mean? I know not the creature, nor the cause of these hungers. Interesting. So it's like as in a rope knot? But heed this, coming events cast their shadows before them, my precious half-man. There is no saying of what these events will be, not even with Ravel's eyes. Well, what about these other tales? And these torments, what are these torments
Updated
you
my
speak
journal.
of? A lodestone pulls iron to it, and so do you, my precious half-man. But it is not iron, but tormented souls. As others suffer, they are drawn to you, and your path becomes theirs. She makes a sweeping gesture. Do you not see them in the eyes of those that have travelled here with you? My companions, what do you mean? Do you wish me to explain, Gith? Ravel throws a burning glance at Dakon, tempered with a fine smile. Vows may prove tighter than any chain, no? The manacle of a race once enslaved, now a slave again. Ooh! Dakon is silent, but his blade shifts at Ravel's words. The blade darkens, the edge sharpening until the Karach itself seems to carry a horrible malevolence about it. Watch your words, Ravel. The chattering skull. Ravel doesn't bother to even look at Mort as if he is beneath her notice. Are the quips enough of a shield for what lies buried inside your brain box? What speaks truth when lies sufficient? Mort, what do you mean, Ravel? The abyssal temptress, Ravel sneers, her yellowed fangs piercing her purpled lips as she squints at falls from grace. A skin so fair, lips so rich, eyes that might cause you to forget Ravel herself, and yet she suffers more than any other. When one turns on their nature, many are the torments that arise from such a betrayal. Ravel, Grace replies softly, almost cautiously, I have come to terms with... You lie, succubus. Ravel's lips peel back in a snarl. You lie! Do not dare lie to me. When your heart is a book to me, every word you spit screams of your torment. Have a care with your words, Ravel. Ah, Ravel gestures at Anna as if she is for sale upon an auction block. Look upon this feisty tiefling, such fiery hair and voice, Ravel smiles, baring her rows of yellow teeth. Shall I speak of your torment, tiefling? Anna seems paralyzed, her eyes wide as Ravel turns her black-veined gaze to her. You can see her trembling, her heart beating fast. No, I shall not speak of it. Ravel's voice drops, almost in exhaustion, and the smile fades from her face. Grown tired of cruelties and torments, Ravel has. The world was a jagged enough place. She turns to you, her bloody eyes dimmed, and she laughs. And my precious, precious half-man, for you, the greatest torment of all, life forevermore. Can it be life a-cares for you as Ravel does? She gnashes her yellow tusks with a horrid clacking noise. One so brave, so passionate, so terribly lost, sad, sad. Ravel, why did you make me immortal? I must A puzzle of bone and skin were you, always intriguing, and the most beloved of all who came to me, petitioning, requesting, pleading, pleasing, pleading for help. Ravel stares hard at you, her black-veined ember eyes narrowing, so hard to see past the scars, to dig up the man who once was underneath. Ravel, can you tell me anything of who I once was? A shadow with substance, a seeking that which casts the light. I know you more, and no. Ravel pauses, her eyes dimming. No more than I know the nature of any man. Was it what can change the nature of a man? I think. Crossed paths have we, a man tainted with undeath, still feeling the pangs of separation with an old withered crone, now all imprisoned. It seems that we are a meeting for the first time. No, not. Ravel seems confused for a moment, then shudders as if throwing off a weight. Not at all. An echo of a future meeting this is, or a past meeting, depending on which way time is facing. So this meeting echoes a meeting in the past. The now and then, very similar. So tangled the now and then is, both mirrored in each other, once and again. You come afore me with a problem, to challenge me for a solution to an impossibility. Ravel hisses at you and her eyes blaze. Beautiful, ungrateful, beloved man. What was this impossibility I asked you to solve? Ravel doesn't seem to have heard you. She still seems to be in the past, for her eyes dim as if looking far away. Such fire in your eyes, enough to stir a grey lady's heart, passion to be free, but when freed, the fire in your eyes guttered out. When the separation your life has shed, all meaning I fear. Ravel smiles with her fat yellowed fangs, then clicks them together, as if laughing. Mayhap you should sit on your hind legs and limp your fore paws. Mayhap Ravel will give you another scrap of knowing. If begging will bring me answers, then I beg you, Ravel, tell me what you know. I need your help in remembering what happens. Ah, gentled heart now. Excuse me. Ravel's black-veined eyes glint and the corner of her mouth twists upwards like a snake. Has a life has softened you? Ah, but one can hope. Ravel, I've many questions I wish to ask. Oh, more questions do you have? Ravel croons softly. But there is an edge to it, as if she's reprimanding you. But you have already asked so many. Ravel's black-veined eyes take on a curious gleam. The time for my questions is now, Half-Man. Very well. Ask your questions. Know this, and know Ravel's law. If you do not answer my questions, no more of your questions will I answer, my precious man. Step lightly with the answers, or the asking shall tear you apart. Okay, your rules are fair. Ask your questions. I would know why you travelled here with these others. Know not the place they are travelling to. Of course they knew. Who would not want to travel here to meet you? Oh god, they chose to walk this path with me. Chose? Ah, dangerous word. Is it so? Yes. Yes. Ravel throws a black-veined glance at the con. Her voice is like an arrow. Is it choice, Gith? Is it? Or is it a matter of two skies? The con's blade bleeds into vicious dead black, mirroring his eyes, and to your surprise, the Karak egg silently splits into jagged fangs. Ravel, even be, I will answer your questions, not them. Ravel turns to Mort. Skull, skull, skull. Ravel clicks her tongue after each word, and her smile widens. Your expression is difficult to read without the skin wrapping, but I feel your fear from here. Coming here was not your choice. Well, I didn't have anything better to do except to go on one of the ladies' mazes and meet one of the evilest creatures to ever set foot in Sigil, so I said, sure, why not? Mort, be quiet. Ravel, Be quiet? Mort clacks his teeth like the tails I will. I think we've listened to this crone rattle her bone box enough. Hello, animal. Hope you're having a bit of enjoyment at least as I'm reading this absolute... Well, I think I'm about halfway through this. Not too sure. But as we're having our big discussion on Lore Drop with Ravel. Take that opportunity to have a drink. Wet my throat before continuing on. Are you on, fan? Oh, you are. I'll turn you off. Alright. I think we've listened to this crone rattle her bone box enough, and now she's gone some pair of stones saying I haven't got any skin. So what if I don't? Obviously the fact she has skin has done wonders for her looks. Doesn't she think I like being naked all the time? And another thing, Mort, cut it out. Ravel, look. The succubus. Ravel squints. Did she have a choice? Mayhap in her smooth-skinned mind of soft silks and hard truths. Maybe choice. But no, a sensate must experience all. And to refuse to come? Not a sensate would you be. Still, no choice. The tiefling, the fiery one? Ravel cackles softly and her eyes kindle as if amused. No choice at all. When you feel instead of think, there is little room for choice. Anna makes no response. Ravel's mere presence seems to have silenced her. Her tail has stopped flicking, however, and her eyes have lost their hard edge. Enough with this, Ravel. What other questions? Shh. There will be time enough for you to speak, my precious man. Ravel taps a talon against one of her yellowed tusks. This question... Next. What do you feel for these that have come with you? Do they matter in your heart? She smiles, black veins dancing in her eyes. Or are they tools for your will? They matter to me. Even the gift? Ravel's ember gaze falls into Con and slides off to lock with your eyes again. Speak what he means to you and say it true, or blanketing my garden he will be. Oh, he is my ally. I know him and he is my friend. Let's see. He is my ally. I know him. He is my friend. Ah, Ravel nods and then smiles again, her talons tapping against each other. Does that surprise you? What of the skull? Ravel doesn't even bother to look at Mort. Surely he matters not to one such as you, or does he? I like him. He is my friend. Curious, curious, or curious her. Ravel smiles. Quite the puzzle box you are shaping up to be. What else lurks in the dark places of your mind? I hide nothing. Ah, Ravel's voice takes on a threatening weight, and she turns to fall from Grace, even. Her red eyes blazing, and here is the core of it. The abyssal temptress. Does she rise above the merely carnal to you, or is she something else in your eyes? Grace says nothing. She seems to be studying Ravel intently. You are suddenly struck with the feeling Grace is sizing up Ravel for weaknesses. Ravel turns back to you, clicking her yellow tusks as if in anticipation. Speak, precious man, but have a care for where your words fall. I'm not gonna lie. What is she to you, beautiful Ravel? She cannot even. Oh, nope. I could fall in love with her. I like her. She has many good qualities. I consider her a friend. Okay, 4. The succubus, I don't really know. Her superiority is no. For a fiend who has lived centuries, she has little to say about her past. No. She has her uses. No. Okay, right. I like 4. Ravel slides her gaze off of you and narrows her eyes at Grace. Enough of these games, Ravel. Look. Ravel turns, clicks her tusks, and then glances at Anna with a sneer. And what's this slip of flesh, this fiendling, the tiefling with the scarlet hair and the fiery passion? What is she to you, my precious man? I like her company. I consider her my friend. Ravel glances at Anna, then snorts, her black-veined eyes gleaming. So be it. Enough of this games, Ravel. Look. My next question is this. Ravel's voice drops, almost whispering, and suddenly you have a strange feeling that she does not want to hear the answer. Why did you wait so long to return to me? Ravel grew lonely without you, precious man. The way to this place is difficult. Beautiful. I'm not going to say beautiful Ravel. Efforts have been made to ensure that you have little company, but many were trials I forced to undertake. Yet I am glad to see you once again, Ravel. No. The way to this place is difficult. The way is so hard. A hint of smile plays in the corners of her mouth. Then your visit is precious, and I give thanks. Have you another question? Yes, the third and last question is this. Well, you've asked me a hell of a lot more than 3. Is this, as Ravel opens her mouth to speak her final question, you are suddenly gripped with the terrible realization that this final question has murdered many others to whom it has been asked. You know what it is, and you feel it welling up within you, and you feel compelled to ask it. What can change the nature of a man? Cutscene.
What can change the nature of a man?
Wow. Her yellow fangs gleaming. What is your answer? I don't know. Love, hatred, power, greed, betrayal, death, regret, age. I don't know. And that is your answer. Be certain before you say so. It may not be your answer, but it is my answer. And that is all I wish for, my precious man. Ravel's smile relaxes. A simple answer, and in the end, many are the men I have laid low while they sought my answer. That's it. I thought. Ravel cackles. Countless times has the question been asked, and not once did the pathetic shells who came before me answered with their answer, but always sought to creep inside my mind and ask what I thought. There's no truth in that. I don't believe you. In fact, I don't think they ever could have answered you true, even if it was true to them. Ravel falls suddenly, strangely silent. She is watching you warily. You never cared about any answer other than mine, ever, did you? Yet you still asked the question, knowing that no matter what the answer they gave, they would die by your hands.
Updated my journal.
Of course, your answer was the only one I sought, for you were the only reason I asked the question. Did you think I cared for them? Did you think that I even cared a fraction of the amount for them that I cared for you, my precious man? Answer me that. I'm through answering these questions, Ravel. You'll answer mine. Of course. Ever question, ever question. Why did you make me immortal? I have questions about you. No, why did you make me immortal? It's what you wanted, seedling, and you asked so sweetly. Now, how could Ravel say no to one such as you? Immortality was your solution and your challenge to me. But why? I don't know, seedling. Time has chipped away at my memories as well, it would seem. Seem? If you remember, tell me. I'm curious myself. It must have been something important. Isn't it in the nature of a man to want to live forever? Only if what lies on the other path carries greater pain. Ravel, this is very important. Do you have any idea why I asked you to do it? Death was a thing you needed to dodge. An easy thing to say, mayhap, but to do it is not. Immortality, even with its flaws, was the best solution this withered mind could untangle. Yet, lead is not easily a change to lead. Excuse me, is not easily a change to gold, but it is possible. Thought the unwise ravel, if water can be drawn from blood, mortality can be taken from a mortal, peeled back like a sticky film, so you pulled it off. The gulf between a man and unman is great. You travelled the distance, I provided the means, but you crossed on your own. Ravel slaps her head and takes her hand through her hair. Bad, Ravel. Mortals are too flawed to be made to last. Still, they break. They must be dragged, kicking and screaming, into the unhealthy new mold. Unhealthy? So the ritual was flawed. Shortcuts must be made, and they can break the molded. For it is not always the mold that breaks, but the substance poured within it. Force something into a shape that it was not meant to be, and it breaks. I thought the material was of stronger stuff, but you have been broken. But I am immortal. Surely that is a success. You have survived long, Immortal One, but you have become the prey of the creature that is life. She cups her hands, then reverses it, forming a canopy with her hands. The body is but a hut for the soul, but now no one dwells within your hut. Well, what went wrong? Puzzle-fleshed, broken, beautiful, beautiful mortal man. The ritual was not a finished thing. Ravel's brow wrinkles and her talons pick at her hair, tugging on a lone strand. The ritual gave you what you wanted, but great were the costs. The casting of shadows, the quiet, violent deaths of the mind, and the pain-taking emptiness. These things dangerous are in such a fragile vessel. No matter how strong a mortal man, regret them and the ritual do I. Ooh, okay. Casting of shadows. Ungrateful shades, but ungrateful without cause. The shades, they hate you, nameless one, for they are fathered by you. Your children, once forsaken, they will never forgive. They will do everything they can to destroy the parent. Such is the way of children. How do I father shades? What? Okay, cutscene. I've already killed a few of them. And they're dying? You cast shadows on existence, nameless one. With every death, a shadow arises fresh from the fields of your flesh. They wander for a time, but always they return, looking to murder their parent. Such is the way of any offspring. Ravel purses her lips in disapproval, then suddenly pokes you in the chest with a talon. And thankless young men, such as yourself. Tell me more. The ritual gave you what you wanted, but great were the okay, right. The quiet, violent death of the mind. 1,000 deaths, and you recover from each. Not so the mind. The mind is much more fragile. Its scars run deep and do not heal. The brain is encased in a hard-boned shell, difficult to breach, but with no defense against that which eats at it from within. The ritual gave you what you wanted, but okay. Pain-taking emptiness. You have a hole where your mortality once lay within your shell. She makes her hand into a fist and shakes it. Rattle, rattle goes the hollow man, a baby's plaything with naught but a tiny stone that clatters and clacks in your frame. Despite these problems, it seems like the ritual worked.
Journal.
Do you doubt, Ravel? Of course, I delivered on what was promised. Not long after the spell drew to a close, I killed you to see if it had worked. You struggled so, but I kept my grip tight and watched you die, your first of many deaths. Ravel clacks her teeth. Then I was learned in its flaws. Give me a moment. Sorry. I've got the window open and it closed the door, which is creepy because I live by myself. So when a door closes, it's like, okay. Ego enwraps us like a prison. Forgot I did that oft times serves as a shield. Ravel clicks her tongue. My pretty, pretty thing, there is such wisdom and understanding in the truth that life is a preparation for the ultimate goal, death. Our life is a means by which we learn how to die if we forget such things. So that's when you discovered I lost my memories when I died. Yes. Unfortunate, without the mortality to hold such memories tight, the shell a body is... So you took my mortality from me, is it still intact? Ravel seems surprised and alarmed. Yes, yes, yes. Fear not for a broken mortality. If you are here talking at me, intact your mortality must be. Such a thing cannot not be destroyed as long as you exist. You are an anchor for your mortal soul. As long as you are intact, so shall it be. Made to last are you. Ravel smiles and gives a wheezing laugh. For life swallowed you and spit you out. It swallowed him, but I don't know if he came out of that tent. Enough of this. Look, Ravel, you took my mortality from me and has caused more harm than good. I would take it back now. You have had it over long, I think. Ah, you make a demand. Ravel's black-veined eyes sharpen and twist, taking disturbing awareness, and she bares her yellow fangs. No, no, no. That, Ravel, I will not do. What is undone cannot be done. Ravel, I tire of your word games. I am not playing with you any longer. Give me back my... Okay, why not? Ravel cannot give such a thing to you, my precious man, for Ravel has nothing to give. I never possessed you or your mortality, though I wish to keep them both in my garden as selfish affection keepsakes. Trace the patterns of your flesh, but such things Ravel could not bring herself to do. Why not? You loved them. Anna breaks her silence. She sounds astonished. You loved him? You did. Ravel gives a low, wide smile. Is that so hard for you to believe, fiendling? She cackles softly to herself. Does Ravel being Ravel, and thus a myth, not deserve to carry such a feeling in her black, brambled heart? No creature is undeserving of such a feeling, Ravel. Grace speaks softly. The histories do not paint such a compassionate picture of you, however. The past is past, and histories care little for us speaking the truth of it. Ravel frowns, and then her voice drops slightly, threateningly, as she studies Grace. The feeling brushed me, yes. And now hold your silver tongue, abyssal daughter. I need not your soft words to cloud the air here. The man and I shall speak, and you shall bow out of this. I shall attend to you shortly. If you don't have my mortality, where is it? I don't know, sweet thing, but if I were you, I'd get it back quick. No telling what horrible things someone could do to you if they held your mortality for ransom. Ravel clicks her talons together. It would like be holding someone's sweet succulent soul, a puppet dancing on someone's strings. Would you be? And a most sad puppet too. Know where it is? I do not. Well, it would have been too easy for you to know where it would be found. Looks like I'm off on another hunt. Hold a moment. You say you don't know where my mortality is. Do you know someone who does know where it is? Ravel smiles horridly, her tusks gleaming. Clever you are. Yes, there is another who might know such things that Ravel does not. Who? Ravel's eyes dim, as if staring at something in the distance, and her voice slows. A fair-skinned one, must you ask, an angel, a deva, one who soars on the wings of morning, and with his hands is the architect of horizon. He lies beyond my keeping in another cage, in another prison. In his knowing is that wish you to know. Ask him your question, listen to his answers, and use them as guides.
Updated my journal.
Where's this angel? In a leaving this prison to another cursed prison you will arrive. Though it may not appear as such to casual glances, step lightly and find the golden link in the ever-shortening chain. The light shall give the dark of the matter, and new paths shall open to you. Delightfully cryptic, though not surprising. Thank you. Ravel cackles. Of the past I am not held to particulars. You are fortunate to receive anything, O caustic one. Oh, am I? It's just the chain of who knows what and where they are never seems to be a smooth series of links. Ah, Ravel smiles, holding up one of her talons. And that is why you must keep each link safe. For if there are not smooth now, imagine what the chain will be where more links shatter. Time and death are not as patient with others as they say they are. or they are with you. What are you saying? What if one of your precious links was to die? And what if you forget yourself again? What would you do then? Where would your stolen mortality be then? It would be lost forever, for there would be no one left to ask how to reach it. Tracing your path would become harder, mayhap impossible. True enough. In any event, I had another question for you, Ravel. Of course, ever questions, ever questions. Who is the who? Okay. Alright, so that's the way I can go back and I can ask things. I have some questions about you, Ravel. Who are you? Where did you come from? I, Ravel am I, a maker and breaker of puzzles, a solver of that cannot be solved, a mind ravelling and unravelling until the threads of thought are tied up in knots in a drunken man's hair. Ravel picks at one of her jagged grey hairs, wrapping it around her finger. It's enough, enough is. But what are you? Some have called you a night hag, whatever it is. Night hag? Ravel gives a ghastly smile, her yellow teeth like needles. I am but a woman who has sorely, sorely missed her beloved creation. Some have named me Crone, Grey Lady, Yaga Sister, Night Hag, but myself is my name. Ravel. Ravel who puzzles well, providing conundrums to decipher and laying impossibilities low. But many things are said about we Grey Ladies. A race are we, Night Hags, but an individual I am I. Some call us evil of old, stalkers of mortal dreams, the kindly ones, ugly, hideous things whose homes lie in the dark places of men's minds. Ravel's eyes narrow to reddish sparks, but that means nothing to me. What could one such as you call one such as me? I would call you ugly. Yet ugly I need not be, pretty thing. My shape is but water to my will, and I may reweave its fibres to a more pleasing tapestry. Ravel glances at Fall from Grace, then smiles and licks her lips. Yes. Ravel,
in knowing the teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger.
Well, you give me XP because you leveled up the con. Ravel has melted into Fall from Grace, taking on her demeanor, her features, her clothes. Is this shape more pleasing? Ravel smiles, her teeth to their brilliant, perfect white. The lips are just a hint of red, so cultured and breathtaking. She motions you to come closer. Come, my precious man, my lips do not burn with abyssal torments. Lay your lips upon mine. Ravel, stop these games. I have neither time nor patience for your games. Resume your form. Mayhap it is the rougher woman that you crave, the one of passionate fire. Ravel glances at Anna, who stiffens as Ravel gaze pins her. Mayhap it is her that whets your appetite. Ravel, stop this. I have no time for your gait. Ravel has melted into Anna's shape, taking on her demeanor, her features, her leather vest. Is it the rough-edged woman that you crave? The one for whom age has not tempered her passions? Anna's, Ravel's tail flicks as if anticipation. Come, caress my lips with your own, and I shall please you. Ravel, stop with these games. You blink and Ravel has twisted back to her original form. Difficult man to please are you. Pah! And wonder do they why there are no males of our kind. What other shapes have you turned yourself into? Maybe some. Mebith none. We know of Mebith. Ravel seems confused by the question. I've not remembered such I've seen. Iveen, mayhap? Neither Smarta nor Marta. So many threads and branchings, so many ravels, always stitching and mending and growing are my forms. Mebith? You were Mebith? That may have been one of my names, yes. Ravel looks more confused, her black-veined eyes becoming misty. Names are difficult to remember. Her voice becomes like calling across a great distance. Mebith was kind to me and helped me, Ravel. That means you helped me. I thank you. As you mentioned Mebith, all the colour seems to bleed out of Revel's face until she is grey and ashen, literally. It's like the colour just vanished. And who might ye be, Does your path bring you back to old Mebith's door, child? Yes, it does. Mebith, I came to learn of the arts. Can you teach me more? Pah, I am but a midwife, child. Such power in the art commands me. I don't think so. I think you may have more to teach me than you may realise. Much more. Then why Then comes the question, like an echo. You want to learn the art you do. Why do you want to learn? Because I may need it to solve the mystery of who I am. After a moment, Ravel Mebeth nods. The art may help, it may not, and you must not rely on it to solve all your problems. She sighs. Child, it's most likely only going to add another chip to the pile of questions. She leans in close. But if you know, then listen.
Updated my journal.
Mebeth Ravel whispered something and you feel different, changed somehow. Wisdom +1. I have max wisdom with no buffs. She told something horrible, something about how the planes work, but your mind has shut out her words, and you cannot recall them. Just thinking about them sets your heart pounding. Ravel told you something you're not sure anyone was ever meant to know. She is watching you, studying you. What other shapes have you seen, Ravel? Maybe some, maybe none. Ravel seems confused by the question. I've not remembered much. You Ravine in the mortuary? That may have been one of my names, yes. Ravel looks more confused. Her black-veined eyes becoming misty. Names are difficult to remember. In her own way, Iveen helped me, Ravel. That means you helped me. I thank you. Almost unconsciously, Ravel's hand reaches out for you, and just for a moment you swear they are Iveen's talents. Let's stand her ground. Ravel's left hand plucks a hair from her head, hooks it around her talons, and lightning-like she jabs another talon into the skin near one of your scars. It's barely more than a pinprick, but it looks like she's about to start stitching you up.
Updated my journal.
Max HP +3. Nice! As it was with Evine, the sensation is curiously painless, but the thread and stitching seems to be going much deeper, almost inside you. Without actually going beyond the surface of the skin, in moments, Revel's talons draw back, and you feel better, stronger. Ravel mutters in Evine's voice, Dumb zombie. What other shapes have you been? You were that barmaid seamstress in the buried village, Marta? That may have been one of my names, yes. Marta was barmy, Ravel, but she was not unkind and not unhelpful. If you were her, then you mean me no harm. I thank you. As you say her name, Ravel's face seems to shift. Her blue skin sags until she's wearing the same sour, curd-faced expression that you saw on Marta's face. Come on now. Don't be all difficult on Marta. She raises the talon of her index finger like a scalpel and advances upon you. False, nasty corpse. Stand my ground. Ravel's filthy talon jabs at your abdomen, then pulls it brutally downwards in a saw motion. But there is no pain. You watch as your skin peels slowly back from her touch. No blood issues from the wound. Look at this, Marta. Look at this. Ravel's free hand digs in your chest where she loops the intestines up like yarn and plucks them from your stomach. As she does, your stomach seals up as if time was going backwards. Marta, Ravel holds up your intestines like a trophy. Pretty, pretty, eh, Marta? One couldn't swallow such a thing. No, no. Can I have those back, please? I might need them later. She hands you the ropey mass. Despite the freshness, the fluids surrounding your intestines have dried like resin. It feels more like a loop of glazed rope. I'll treasure this always. Marta Ravel nods slowly as well he should, shouldn't he, Marta? Yes. Yes, he should, Marta. Powerful magic to be found in the guts of an immortal. Yes, not like teethies or eyes. What other shapes have you been? I see, I have other questions. What is this place? Ravel gestures around her. Once a maze of lifeless stone it was, featureless, but a small black seed was wound in my hair. When I came to this place and it grew strong amongst the stone, flourishing until it ran thick throughout the maze like my unravelling hair of a crone, and so this maze of another becomes my garden. I had some other questions for you, Ravel. Why were you imprisoned? I tried to help a lady, and a kind lady she did not take to it. The Lady of Pain. You tried to help the Lady of Pain. My offering of help was unwelcome. I tried to set her free. Sigil is the cage, a city of doors and locks, is a prison for her. It must be, mustn't it be? Why else call the city of Sigil the cage? And who is caged? The lady. A prison so small for one so great. Unjustness, wrongness, intolerable to torment a woman lustily. I think I know who should be in a cage. I tried to break the cage, let the lady go free. She makes a shooting motion, her expression becoming pained as she scatters invisible birds. Shoo, shoo, O pained woman, let Sigil's ring be broken so you might fly far from its filthy secrets and the stupid Davis that dare not speak in words for fear their thoughts would be overheard. Ravel's hands slowly stop their shooing motion, and she gives a slow sigh. Go on. Before I could finish, I have found myself here, and my memory's none the better for the trip. Much has slipped away, such forgotten, yes it was. Ravel smiles with her yellow teeth. The dwindling of memory has become a comfort to these old bones. Much have I forgotten. I am fortunate in that I still remember you. But why did you want to free the Lady of Pain? Ravel's voice drops, almost reprimanding. I resent anyone, even a power, being imprisoned, and think that everyone, whether stones, shores, or quiet-bladed ladies, should be free. Some have said more, fool. Why risk such a thing, they said. I think you did the right thing in trying to set her free. Is that what you were trying to do when I met you so long ago? Were you trying to set me free? Quite possibly, quite. Life's chains and fear of death may have gripped too tightly on the man I knew. Knew then. Gravel picks at one of her jagged grey hairs, wrapping it around her finger. No liking for chains and cages does Ravel have. So I was caged somehow, or chained. It seems to me as if your memory is stirring, Ravel. Yes. Ravel blinks for a moment, and her black-veined eyes become duller, as if she has been struck with a heavy weapon. Her talons tighten around the grey hair so tightly it looks like she's about to tear it from her skull. Mayhap you were trapped, but it was no normal cage that held you. Do you have any idea what held me?
My journal.
Ravel looks confused, and her face twists as if she is fighting an unpleasant thought. I have forgotten. Mayhap a promise? No. Her finger tightens around the grey hair, and to your surprise, there is a snap like a twig breaking, and Ravel tears the hair from her head. A trickle of black blood warms from beneath her skull cap, and she hisses in anger. Ravel, are you alright? No more will I say. Ravel's face wrinkles in pain, the talon covered with more blood-dripped grey hair. Even plucked from her head, it looks jagged and stiff. I do not know, and no knowing shall I share. She stares down at the grey hair wrapped around her talon, and then she hisses and flicks it to you. Take this and leave the past where it lies, half-man. So that was worth 90,000 XP and the gained an item. Very well, Ravel. Then there is nothing more to be said in the matter. I have other questions. The legends claim you are a powerful mage, Ravel. Can you teach me some of the art? Ravel frowns disapprovingly, her bluish skin twisting like a rag. Does Ravel know the art? Is your mind gone away of the mortality? A thing all up and lost? I have forgotten more of the art than you shall. She jabs at you with one of her talons. Ever? She jabs you again. No. Can you teach me some of the art then? Ravel narrows her black-veined eyes, studying you. Mayhap I could be persuaded by one such as you. Although any other would not have such a chance, nor the boon I offer. Are you a rudimentary student in the arts, or am I facing a tried and true, a tired master? A master in the arts. Very well. Ravel's voice changes, alternating in pitch like someone plucking a stringed instrument. Much have I learned tending this garden, charms and incantations distilled from the barbs. She begins to hum slightly to herself, rhyming, swaying ways of the consonants, constants, and motions that bring the briars to your aid. Listen, the branches will speak of it. As you close your eyes and listen, a great trembling passes through you, as if dozens of barbed snakes were burrowing beneath your flesh. Just when you think the pain is more than you can bear, you suddenly, instinctively, begin humming. The same tune that Ravel did, and the pain ebbs. In the distance of the maze, you can hear the clicking of the tree creatures as if responding to your call. Ravel watches you with a curious light in her black-veined eyes. Such power! She gives a soft hiss as if in wonder, and her lips peel back in a smile. It touches all that hear it. You are powerful, my precious man, so powerful. One day even the plains may bend to your will. I do not wish a thing, Ravel. There are many who would walk that path, but not I. Ravel nods, then nods at your hand, which to your surprise holds a number of black barred seeds. Take those seeds, use them as you will, and to this I grant an additional boon. She plucks a hair from her head and takes a handful of the seeds, places them in her palm, and then crushes them. A small trail of blackish blood runs from her hand, but when she opens it, there is no wound. Only a necklace of black barbs woven around a lock of Ravel's grey hair. Take this, it is of me, and it will serve you well.
Updated my journal.
Ooh, lots of items. Save those seeds, precious man. Use not all of them, for they may prove more useful in other places in this maze. But if powerful you are, these places you will find. Okay, next. Oh, okay, can't ask her about spells. I have some other questions. Thank you for the information you've given me, Ravel. I must leave. I have other questions concerning my immortality. Thank you for information. I must leave. Hold. Ravel's voice drops to a low hiss, like that of a serpent. The most important question you have yet to ask, my precious man. Has it occurred to you yet? Yes, I need to know how to leave this place. Do you know the answer to this question? I know the branchings of this place, the twistings and bendings and burrowings, though there are no leaves here. One may take their leave when they wish to. So you do know how to leave. Wrap your hands about you like branches, make them encircle your chest like a cage. Step from the edge of the maze into the darkness, and into another cage your body shall go. A simple leaving, but there is no return when that final step is taken. So take heed, and take what you need before you take the final step. Which of the edges of the maze do I leave by? Which? A question posed to the witch. Which? One of the edges knows, not I. The remembering of which has failed me, and the edges of the maze have had little to say on the matter. You've known how to leave all this time. Then why don't you? Why stay when one can leave is your question to me. Ravel breaks into a crooked smile, displaying a row of fangs. I turn the question upon its head and send a scurrying back to you. The answer lies not in the staying or leaving, but in the causes and reasons, my precious half-man. Don't you want to leave? It's a want, a once want, but not a now want, and more a knotted want. What do I need that lies beyond my brambled walls? It is a cruel, jagged world beyond the edges of this maze, and Ravel has pulled enough of its shards from her skin. Well, thank you, Ravel. As you are about to utter your farewell, you suddenly feel a crawling sensation in your skull, and you notice that Ravel's black-veined eyes have taken on a strange, predatory fire. You're not going to let me leave, are you, Ravel? A perceptive question, yet it is not the real question. Ravel's voice takes on a strange whisper, very sad, that sends a faint echo through your mind. That question is, do you wish to leave me, half-man? Fair Ravel, you helped me when I came to you so long ago, and you have done so again. I shall not forget what you have done, but now I must leave. I have to know more about myself. Okay, I like one. I don't wish to be trapped here in this place, Ravel. It is your home, not mine. I have to. It's important that I find out all I can about myself. I like number one. There is a terrible shimmering in the air around Ravel, and the sound of snapping twigs and cracking tree limbs, and the horrid sound of trees bending and splintering. Ravel's lips peel back and her voice becomes shrill like a howling wind. What do you know of knowing, half-man? Know this. Know you will stay here until the end days in my brambled garden, never to leave, and you shall love me as you were meant, as you promised. I will not, Ravel. Do not threaten me. I will leave this place. I'm afraid I would be poor company, Ravel, and I cannot stay in any event. I'm afraid you must allow me passage. I shall not let you leave. I have the power to keep you here, and I shall use it. My black barbed maze shall not allow you to travel beyond it while I live, my precious, precious man. Ravel, I don't want to fight you. Don't do this. Allow me passage, and I shall return to visit you. You need not be alone in this place. So the only way I can leave is you dead. Okay. Return. Return as you claimed you would so long ago. No, no, you shall not lie to Ravel twice. No more centuries will I wait for you. Ravel's lips peel back and her talons seem to grow into fiendish claws. Here in my garden you will stay, and to wander the plains you will no longer. Ravel, calm yourself. There's no
You
need for
have
this.
forgotten your place, half-man. Humility is in order.
Ravel, don't do this.
You know what
Updated
learns
my
some new
journal.
tricks?
Tend me, my pets.
Combat.
Gather to me.
You have
Okay, so I've got allies. Nice. Force missile, Mibith.
Yes?
Can you cast a spell? Yes, you can. What's called lightning do? 10-foot radius. No. Wait. Hurling it down upon our enemies. Any creature. Okay, right. Any creature within the radius. I do not want to do that. Spiritual hammer. Yes. Spiritual hammer on that.
Endure.
Con.
In enduring, grow strong.
Rain of anger.
Aye?
You should run up and attack there.
What's up?
More. Go there. Also, let's level you up. Woohoo! Dakon, level you up. Oh, nice. 10 extra hit points. And level you up. I'm going to put up your detect traps because you kept getting hit by them. Okay,
May
unpause.
my faith lend me strength.
Night. Oh. Oh. What? I just cast a spell, I
I
think.
hear your
How
word.
may I help?
Right. What was Dakan's blue-red spell? I don't remember that one. I'll have a look for you in a second. Okay. Let's see. Cure Serious Wounds. I don't need any of those, so just go in and attack. Nameless one,
Alright.
go over there.
I will hear you.
The red-blue one is Balance in All Things. This spell only affects the caster. Whenever the caster is attacked while the spell is in effect, all hostile creatures within 10 foot take equal damage. It lasts for 1 attack per 4 levels of the caster, and the effects are not cumulative. You cannot have more than one spell, and it lasts for 5 seconds per level.
Your path is mine.
Cast another
In
spell.
Zerthamon's name.
And Force Missiles. There we go. Ow. That was not nice. That was bad.
Did you see that?
Right. Oh, wait, what have I done? No. Force missiles. Nope. Magic missiles. There we go.
I'm listening.
You are very badly wounded. So, the con. Give me the bandages. Use. 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 Keep using the bandages because I don't like how wounded you are. Con. Take them back and let's deafen ourselves. Ow. Magic missile on that one.
Balance in all things.
Good, good, good. The con, that one.
I'm here. A pleasure.
You've taken a lot of wind.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Right.
Die.
Okay, just go and ravel now. Are they all allied now? Yes. What's your inventory? Black barb necklace. There's a string of things. This one unravels with 5 charms. It's placed in the right order. It's right spot. The necklace unravels around the caster, surrounding the user in a black barbed shield that will help protect them from attacks and will also damage anyone attempting to attack the caster. Treated in ooh. Ravel Marta, whoever that insane hag was, mentioned that these intestines would serve as a powerful charm. It looked like they were wrapped around one's wrist like a phylactery. They gave the wearers a portion of your immortal endurance, increasing the person's pain threshold and armor class. Furthermore, you may call upon the phylactery's power to fully heal the target 3 times. Even when this ability is exhausted, the intestines will remain. Well, hell yeah. That's actually really nice. Well, my mage ring is much more powerful, but can't give it to you. Can I give it to Dakon? Make him like godly powerful? Yes, I can. Neat. Dakon, you're even more powerful now.
Damn it. Damn it.
Right. Let's cast a spell. Force missile on her. I don't think that worked out the way I wanted it to. No. Okay, stop casting spells on her.
Experience has increased my skills.
She's dead! I know shadows are appearing. Lots of shadows. What's these? There's this black thing as well. Okay, right. Got some sort of long dreadlocks thing, and then lots of other things. I wonder if they all mean me harm. Right.
Done.
Has Ravel dropped any loot? Can I talk to the trees? No.
I'm gone.
The space beneath this overhanging branch is glowing softly. It seems to reveal a small, brambled room beyond. You notice that the grey hair Ravel plucked from her head is slowly twisting like a corkscrew. Okay, let's see what the hair does. The hair slowly curls up your left arm and circles around your wrist, then wraps itself tightly around your left index finger. In response, the light beneath the arch glows brighter, beckoning you to step through. Okay.
May my face lend me strength.
First thing, loot. Ravel's fingernail, scroll, heart charms, barbed necklace, and a fiendish eye. What's the fiendish eye do? Identify. Okay, right. Give it to you. Fine, fine. I'll get it. We're not going to be identifying anything in the near future, but you can level up. +5 lore from specialization bonus. Neat. +4 hit points, +2, and priest abilities have leveled up. Neat, neat, neat. Nice. Ow! What? Freaking tree hurt me. The arch is made of a gnarled tree limb that has grown to the floor of the maze and then fallen in an arc. As you step to the arch, the space beneath the arch glows softly. It seems to lead to some strange black barbed garden. Let's leave it alone.
All right.
Leave it alone. We'll go and search these though. The circular plot on the floor of the maze is peculiar in that all the vegetation around it has died except for 3 sickly twigs in the center. It looks as if the twigs devoured all the other vegetation around them. The twigs are thin like grasping fingers, and they have none of the black barbs that coat the branches elsewhere in the maze. As you examine them, however, you can feel a magical vibration from them. They are like the faint vibrations you feel in the maze, but they are more insistent, like the waiting of tiny children. Start humming the same tune Ravel used when she called upon the maze's power. As you begin humming, the twigs suddenly begin twisting within their dead circle, the fingers thrashing, grabbing for something, and you know instinctively they are clutching for a black barbed seed. While humming, throw one of the black barbed seeds into their midst. While humming, you throw one, and the 3 twigs twist around the seed with a crack, splintering it. The twigs stop thrashing, and you watch as twigs slowly grow, thickening to become branches. As they grow, the 3 new branches twist around each other, then with a crack they snap at the base and roll across the floor and stop deathly still. Well, let's pick them up. You pick up the 3 twined branch it's still in your hand, but you can still feel your humming strongly within it. Like a heartbeat, it's obviously magical and powerful. You could feel the branch responding to your humming so much so you were able to encourage its growth as the branches intertwined. A tremendous amount of power lies within the branch, a trace of Ravel's power perhaps, but mostly your own force of will. You can't help but feel impressed within yourself. What does it do? Let's see. Black Barbed Branch. Invokes, only usable by mages. It's a wand. Neat. Neat. Oh wow, getting lots of messages. More messages. Cool. What's the fiendish eye that I can't do anything with? I will Learn Scroll of Black Sphere. I will give those to the con and stack them. Actually, we'll give that here and we'll just use the healing scroll. Oh yeah, because it's got 3 charges. Use. Oh well, only 2 charges then. Oh well, you guys can survive yourselves, I'm sure.
May my faith lend me strength.
All right.
Let's just examine the twigs. Nah. What about the one that I've already looted? Just leave a circle. Right, okay. So that's the thing that Ravel was talking about. But she also said that we can just leave. So let's examine. Scratch the trunk of your tree with your fingernail. See what happens. You sink your fingernails into the bark, and to your surprise, the wood gives away beneath your fingernails like porridge. You dig your nails through the side of the bramble tree, and in response, the glow beneath the archway grows brightly, beckoning you to step through it. Leave the overhanging branch alone. Leave it alone. Oh, aggressive one.
Damn it.
Playtime is
Right, okay. Oh, the ghosts are fighting.
There is nothing I can do.
Kill him. What does Ravel's fingernail do? Not usable by priests, but it is bloody dangerous. 2 to 7 plus 2 piercing, 2 to 12 poison damage.
There is nothing I can do.
Die.
Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, we see this portal. Let's go. Okay, here we go. The space beneath this brambled ranch, it must be the prison. Fold your arms around you like a cage and leap through the portal. What the fuck is that thing?
Off with you. Dead I am.
Then Death's kingdom has sealed its gates to us both. Arise, crone.
Away with you. I'm dead, and no traffic with the living may I have.
I care little for how you die, but I warn you for the last time. Arise, or I shall slay you where you lie.
I had thought that dying at his hand would fulfill the requirements the past put forth.
You cannot have thought that one would have a chance. You were indulgent to let him think he was successful.
Powerful this incarnation is. And kill me he could have, but for a few tricks I possess. Fortunate was I.
Fortune abandoned you the moment I found you. Has your life prepared you for what is to come, hag?
I am not afraid. Not of the likes of you, ragged thing. Weak Ravel may be, but a few tricks has Ravel learned over the years, and I have known you would come.
The transcendent one. That's a lot of damage. Okay. Well, the transcendent ones took no damage. Ravel's taken a lot of damage.
No longer shall you trouble existence with your presence, witch.
We are in the Outlands.
Done.
Neat. Lim's cursed. Okay, I guess we're in cursed then. Let's talk to Trisha. Oh, Trisha's thing then. Cursed guards. Cursed citizens. I guess Trisha's just the names of creatures. Dump caretaker. Well, let's go talk to the dump caretaker. You see a scruffy old man who reeks of garbage. He seems somehow more vital than most of the people of this town, more vibrant, as if he didn't quite belong here. He looks up at you as you approach and straightens his back. Come to see Kais? Heard stories of wisdom and righteousness? Examples to be set by and live by? Who are you? I am Kais, caretaker of the town's refuse. I tend to their garbage, and in metaphor, I have seen a fair number of souls float this way as well. I am the voice that urges them to goodness, and I fear they ignore me. Okay, well, what is this place? This is the town's refuse. I watch over it. Right, fine. What can you tell me of Cursed? It is a town on the brink of disaster. All manner of evil is being done here, and nothing is as it seems. All is hidden beneath a veneer of civility, but the venom scars those who breathe it. This is a poisonous town filled with poisonous people. Interesting. Can you tell me about the dump? He leans forward conspiratorially. I have a secret entrance into the underground here. A secret place almost no one knows. There is a way into the Undercity. He pauses. But I have never used it. Should I go down, I foresee that I would never return. The way down is slippery, and the rubble would collapse behind me. But when I'm ready to die, I shall slide down there and let the monsters feast on my bones.
Updated my journal.
Okay. Interesting. Well, I think that's the entrance there, but I'm curious to see what's in this rubbish box. A bloodfly charm. Well, we will immediately give that to Dakon. With the black barb necklace. And let's see. These malevolent seeds contain a portion of the black barbed maze within themselves. Their power is activated when the seed is hurled at the ground in front of an opponent. When the seed strikes the ground around it, sprouts into black barbed. We'll copy the spell. And we'll give a bunk over. And we're going to keep Ravel's grey hair with EU. Black barbed charm. That'll go with the con 2. Oh god, that's got 99 castings. Wow. Okay, to con 2. Neat. Loads of stuff.
I'm gone.
Right. Cursed Guards. More Trishas. Let's see what we got over here. Cursed Citizens, Drunk Harlot, and a box to look in. Ooh, yoink. What's this Drunk Harlot gonna do? You see an aging woman in cheap clothes. She seems to have gone to great lengths to look younger and more attractive than she really is. She turns to look at why. Hello there, you looking for some company? I was hoping to ask a few questions. She leans in close. If you got the jank, then I got the talent. Me Kip's right over there. That's not much. I just want some questions. She puts her hands over her hips. Look here, Bert. I got to make 11 C. Now, you may be a bit confused, but do I look like a sage to you? Okay, well, how much? 5 coins. Okay, fine. We'll help you make a living. Right. What can you tell me, Cursed Guard? I'm looking for a Deva. Then you're looking in the wrong end of the Great Ring, Burke, because even if there was one here, you'd not be finding it. It'd be locked away like a miser's gold. Okay, a few questions. What can you tell me of this place? We're under lockdown right now because of the plague. Don't know what's causing it, but we're quarantining sections of the town till we find it. You want something else? Who's in charge? What, the Burger? He's the administration building. Good luck getting to him, though. He doesn't see anyone these days. His mind's definitely going someplace. Well, let's go in here. Small dwelling, and there's no one in it. Well, let's get rummaging. Rags and junk. Well, we don't need any of those.
All right.
Well, what's in this place then? No one here,
Right.
so let's have a look in the box. Nothing.
I'm gone.
Welcome to part of hell. Yeah, I get the feeling this is a lovely, delightful place. I can remember vague details of Cursed, like
Done.
only the sense that it is an interesting place, and that's really it. Special ability, thieving skills. Let's have a look in here. Silver-headed hammer. Well, damn right we're taking that. Ooh, hold up. Is it enchanted? It's a small war hammer. The head of the hammer is dedicated to thin silver. Perhaps there's one that was once used for ceremonial purposes. I've played once about 7 or 8 years ago, so quite a long time ago. So like I have like the most vaguest of memories of certain things, but not storyline or plot. And if anything, this playthrough has been a lot more exhaustive. But I'm also keeping with things. So if I accidentally kill someone, I will just keep with it because I want to see where it goes. And
Cursed is a prison town filled with betrayers in words and deeds. We must take care and watch each other.
fair enough. Can't fault that kind of stuff. Right. Where is this? What's this place? Is there any? Oh, yes, there is. There's a guy called Crumple Punch. The sour-looking burly man looks at you as you interrupt his work. He seems a little slow, but in earnest. Not as poisonous as the others in this town. Aye, what do you want? Who are you? I'm Crumple Punch Malako, the townsmith. You want something? I'd love to look at your wares. Ravel's fingernail sells for a lot of money. Wow. Do I have anything of value to sell? No, and I don't have much money. I only have 400 crown. Or commons, even. Hammer of quality. Fair enough. Jagged bolts and zephyr bolts. Ooh, but you could identify some of my stuff. Well, apparently you could, but you're not gonna.
I'm gone.
Let's see. Well, that's the dump. I'm tempted to go in there because that seems more like a sort of another dungeon crawl. Ooh, tavern.
Done.
Citizens. I see a Marquet on the left. Kitla. Tainted Bars. Well, let's go talk to Marquet because he's on the far left. Or Marquis, or whichever. You see a burly blonde man wearing the armor of a harmonium officer. His face is rosy with drink, and behind his smile his eyes are filled with bitterness. He launches into speech without preamble. Bar sent you? No? Then stop wasting my time. He turns back to his whiskey and steadfastly ignores you. Well, check a plut. You see a drunken guard. He's dressed in the armor of cursed finest, but it looks like he's interested in protecting his bub. He looks over you without much interest, his eyes dead. Who are you? Chuck a plut, one accursed elite. He belches. What are you doing here? He points at Tainted Bars, watching him. They say he's got a tunnel here, and I want to see him use it to see if it's true. Waiting, watching, go away now. I got watching to do. Very well. Well, let's go talk to Tainted Bars. You see a haggard, grim man. His coarse face is lined with weathered, and his eyes are red-rimmed. He straightens as he sees you. Welcome to the Traitor's Gate. I'm Tainted Bars, the innkeep. What's wrong? What's wrong is that my daughter got herself kidnapped by slavers, and now the place is going to fall behind on its bills, and I'm going to lose this place to one of the rich pikers in the first circle. He looks at you more closely. You're the fellow asking about the Deva, ain't you? Tell you what, you help me out, I'll help you. Okay, what do I need to do? Go over there and talk to Marquez. He's an ex-harmonium fellow. He knows about these slavers. And he's told he holds the first part of the key that'll put you on the path of seeing the Deva. There are 5 parts to the key, but it ain't a physical key. When you've got the parts together, you come tell me, and it unlocks knowledge in my mind. Till then, though, it stays secret. Got to satisfy the key holders. I'll do it. Marquez will tell you what you have to do, and when you've finished, he'll steer you to the next person.
Updated my journal.
Okie dokie. Well, first off, I also need to talk to you about that person that's staring at you. What are you selling? A merchant. Oh, just rooms. What about selling and buying stuff? Adder's Tears. Yes, I'll sell that. Fiendish Eye is not identified, so I'll sell the Adder's Tear because I need the money to sell. I've already done everything about the Codex of the Inconceivable, and I don't need the Ring of Almost Invisibility, so I'll sell those. Let's see, have you got anything? Mortar's Ruby. You got anything? Charm of Infinite Recall, which would be nice, but it's fine. I'll sell the Magus Guard. I don't need that anymore. Oof, branch 1 sells for a very pretty penny. Maybe I should have used more of those things. But, either way. Oh, what's in this? Frosty Mint Candy. Yeah, Animal, it's just one of these games that I find is just really nice and fun. So I knew a few things going into this. For instance, I wanted high wisdom and high intellect and a reasonable charisma, because those unlock dialogue options. And then with those, I could just explore and have a lot of fun. So for instance, there's the stats. 9 strength, 20 intelligence, 25 wisdom, 9 dex, 11 con, and 19 charisma. So I'm pretty stocked. I need to go back to fall, so I'm hoping I can get there. But I've got +5 lore, +1 all saving throws, protection from chaotic creatures, and +1 charisma, because why not? I also have a Modron action figure that takes me to a dungeon for grinding experience points. So anyway, we are going to go talk to Marquise. You're back. He swallows his drink. Bar sent you. Good. Here's the deal. Slavers have kidnapped his daughter. It's your job to get them back. I'll tell you where to find them. You go kill them and report back to me. I'll help you find the Deva and Hells. Maybe even teach you weapons. Agreed? Agreed. Last I heard, the Slavers were to the east in Inner Cursed. They've got the nod from the city guard. Find them, make sure Bart's daughter is alright, then kill them. When you're done, come back here and I'll tell you the first part of the key you need to find the Diva.
Updated my journal.
Well, okay. Well, I also want to have a look around just to make sure I've got all the people. But wow, this is a big place. Well, first things first, we'll go up here. I see a Donna Quisho. You see a red-haired woman. Oh, okay, right. You're like the next stage, aren't you? You see a tall, striking woman. She stands staring at the walls of the tavern without seeing them, her hands slowly curling into fists and unclenching. When she sees you, her eyes dart across your clothing and gear, and then back to your eyes. A sardonic smile crosses her face, and she looks away again. Greetings. She looks back at you and scowls. Do you always make a habit of talking to strangers? If I need to ask them questions, then yes. What a fascinating life you must lead to do such things. Sadly for you, I'm busy. I appreciate being left alone. Okay, well, I'll leave you alone then. I'm not going to probe. Got so much stuff to do, I can get away with not probing. You see an angel-faced man, his eyes squinting nearly shut as if unwilling to watch the world's horrors or to let the world see the horrors inside him, and yet his face is creased with smile lines. His voice is friendly and lackadaisical as he greets you. Hi. What do you want to know? Well, what can you tell me about this place? Well, what? The Traitor's Gate Tavern? It's run by the tainted Baris over there and frequented by the folks you see here. Marquise, ex-Harmonium, Kitla, ex-employee, Dallin, ex just about everything, and do I ever have some stories about him that maybe I'll just tell you sometime, and Donna Quisho. Whose story? I don't know yet. Well, who are you? I am Nabat. One time raconteur, now reduced to selling stories in alehouses. I'm retired for now. Maybe I'll give you a story later. Maybe you want something else. Well, I'm looking for a Deva. His face crinkles into a smile. What makes you think I know anything about that? Seriously, what did you want to know? Nothing. Farewell. Okay, what's over here then? Cursed citizens, cursed citizens. Wow, this place is actually a significant chunk bigger than our... Ooh, a merchant! The cook's face begins to grow red with anger. What did you hear me? Out of my kitchen. Okay, right, never mind. Cursed citizens, more cursed. What's up the stairs? What's up the stairs? Do. Well, I'm going to look in all the rooms. Oh, hello. Minorse and chocolate, cheese, some commons, heart charm, definitely. Oh, you know what? Feck it, I'll take all the valuable stuff. Put the mint candy there. Give them to Decon. Oh, inventory full. Clot charm, heart charm, and Morrison chocolate. There we go. items to hide in here. Oh, it's Cursed Citizen. Let's not do that here. Oh, there's a named character there too. Berg, what do you want? You see a mousy man with darting, frightened eyes. Please don't hurt me, the stage whispers. They'll kill me if they find me. Who will kill you? The guards, they're after me. I think I offended someone with a question or said something to the wrong person. I was just offering an opinion, but it seems like you have to speak in a certain way here. It's all corrupt. Well, who are you? I'm Berg Quickshoes, traveller and problem solver. I guess you could call me a thief, but I prefer to call myself an engineer. Traps and puzzles and so forth. I only use my skills for good ends. I hate to harm anyone. I guess that's what they use engines for different purposes here. He shudders. Well, what are you doing here? I came to Curse because I'd heard there was a Deva trapped here, and since I have some Arcan friends back in Mount Celestia, I thought I could be of assistance. This town, though, this place is a cesspool and I can't trust anyone. How can people live like this? I need to get out of here. Well, tell me about Celestia. His eyes go dreamy. All things have their place here, and all things are beautiful. Hosts of winged Archons wheel in the skies in exquisite patterns that could break your heart. The fruit grows larger, the game bigger, and all the homes are open. Yet we strive to better ourselves constantly, testing our virtue and moving ourselves ever closer to goodness. I should get home as soon as I can. Well, what are you doing? Oh. What are you doing here? Who are you? Who's going to kill you? The guards are after me. Okay, then go. He looks at you in disbelief and is like, thank you, you'll not see me again, and he scampers away. Well, I'm not going to stop the poor guy. Right. This door is locked. Fair enough. What's in there? More rags. Okay. I imagine that's like to a freezer area. Right, so we have to go and deal with some slavers for our main storyline. Fair enough. So slavers is the main one.
Done.
Oh, hello, Roberta. We'll talk to you. You see a well-dressed, middle-aged woman. She has a scowl on her face and appears to be looking for someone or something. Hello. She stops and stares at you for a moment before answering. Who are you and what do you want from me? I don't remember my name. She looks at you with mild surprise. Really, are you by chance a petitioner? I understand that they often lose their memories. Well, what's a petitioner? She pauses to think for a moment. Petitioners are those who have died and had their bodies reform in the plane that most closely reflects their beliefs in life. They usually have no knowledge of their previous existence. Perhaps this case is with you. Possibly. Mr. Worth, how many times can it happen? Well, I'm not an expert in these affairs, but it's my understanding that it happens once. Upon death, the spirit then returns to the plane itself, unless, of course, you've travelled to another plane. If that is the case, upon death, you obtain oblivion. Okay, I see. In any case, I've no name to give you. She offers her hand. Good day to you, Cutter. I am Roberta. Taking her hand and bowing, well mate, Lady Roberta. I believe you had some questions for me. Yes, lady. I am looking for a diva. I have told he is incursed. You seem upset. Is something amiss? Yes, my husband, Karl Parvider. It's not where he told me he would be. This is not the first time that he has lied to me about his whereabouts, and I am beginning to think that he is with another woman, a harlot. Why would you think that? He was quite a ladies' man before we wed, especially among that type of women. Or, well, I've heard rumours. If I find the rumours to be true, then I have a surprise for him. Yes, she lifts her skirt, exposing her inner thigh. You see a sheathed dagger strapped to her leg. She draws the blade and gives you a wicked smile. I think finding this protruding from the back would constitute a surprise, don't you agree?
Updated my journal.
You intend to kill him. Her smile slowly fades as she considers her words. Finally she sighs and sheaths her blade. I would if I could, but no. I am being a fool. Karl and I are no longer intimate. I could never get close enough to deliver such a blow. She looks away from one. Only one of his women could. Who's in charge here? Tovis Gijlaf. He's found in the administration office in the square. What can you tell me about him? Tovis can be a rather intense individual. I know little about him other than the fact that he is a Getheri and a wizard. Okay. Well, I kind of want to have a keep rummaging around here. Where do you hide it, Jensen? Tell us and we'll stop hurting you. I can't tell you. Well, make it easy on yourself. Gasp. Just tell us. The scars, you didn't see nothing, not if you know what's good for you. Okay. You see a cursed finest, he looks a little bored. What do you want? Don't you know what to look down? A woman named Lady Roberta isn't... Okay, no. No, I'm not like ending the quest that quickly. That'll not give me the XP that I so desire. A green silo. Well, what's up the top of this green silo tower? A summoning circle. You see an empty pentagram. The air in it is dry and cold. A feeling of great evil permeates the area. Fantastic. That's just what you want to find in a green silo, is an evil summoning circle. Fantastically creepy. Jeez. Ooh, 181 comments. Nice. That's a nice little find. What's over here then? Oh, a bin. What's in the bin? 213 comments. Jeez. People like to have a lot of cash just literally lying on the dirt. This tiny booth seems to be covered with papers announcing events. A sign saying quarantine is in effect. Crazy cursed citizen. Okay, right, we're talking to you. You see an older man dressed in shoddy clothes. He notices you looking at him and tries to steer away from you. You definitely alter your course to intercept him. It looks as though he is going to try and run, then thinks better of the idea. His eyes dart about the area and never really focus on you. However, you get the impression that he is ready to flee at the drop of a hat. I got nothing you want. I ain't done nothing and of you neither. Leave me be, please. Calm down, I just want to ask some questions. His eyes focus on you for the first time. As he looks you up and down, his looks of worry deepens. I'd help you if I could, I swear it, but I know nothing. Nothing, I swear. How do you know you can't help me? You haven't even listened to the questions. His eyes begin to dart about again, as if he expects to be attacked from all sides. He begins to wring his hands together and glances at you nervously before returning his attention to the streets around him. I don't want trouble, see? So I make a point to know nothing, okay? That's how I know I can't help you. Please leave me be. You think you may be going to cry at any moment. Know nothing about my arse. I need to know answers, and you've elected to give them. Look, I'm sorry to have caused you such distress. Is there anything I could do to help you if you seem troubled? Aha! A look of relief momentarily flashes across his face as he backs away from you. His eyes dart warily about and then focus on you. You'd be willing to help me out? A stranger? What's the catch? Yes, I'd help you out. No strings. Just tell me what you need. He looks you up and down warily, then glances around, and then the look of being hunted leaves his eyes for a moment as he faces you once again. I thank you. No other here would offer help to the likes of me. I don't think there's any help for me, not ever. I thank you. I must go. A look of relief momentarily flashes through head as he backs away from you. His eyes dart warily about until finally he turns and flees. I think I'm understanding the meaning of barmy. Right, any... just thugs. Okay, right. To Inner Cursed. Well, we do need to go to Inner Cursed to deal with some slavers. Green Silo, Traitor, the Blacksmith, the Dump, and I think that's like the exit, because that's where we just appeared in. So let's go to Inner Cursed, even. Oh, nope, that's going back. That's not where we want to go. Oh. Uh-oh. It just crashed. Oh well. Well, that's fair. At least I moved area and it saved, I hope. Let's have a load up just in case, just to check. See where the last save was. The last save was right there.
Done.
Okay. Right, let's walk around until we find something interesting to talk to. Such as a bunch of slavers that we need to kill. Oh look, a barrel. Let's have a look in the barrel. Maybe money. Yoink! Well, they're having a fight, and you're slightly different. Cool. I say cool in the sense of like, right, I don't want to be here. Ooh, but I see more loot. A perfume bottle, eh? Acid storm. Fair enough. Still can't identify that fiendish eye. Is my lore skill that low? 93.
Endure.
Yes?
In enduring, grow strong.
That's fair. My lore skill is very, very high, but not high enough. Although I am very close to leveling up. That would be quite nice. Harlots. Actually, hold up. Do you know where I can find a person? Greetings. She sits closer to you. Just some questions. This woman is a little too aggressive. Something is not right. You think something is up with this woman isn't right, so you push her away from you. As you do, you see a tugging. You look down and see her empty hand coming out of your purse. She seems to be in a hurry, leaving now. Let's grab her. You try and grab her, but she definitely avoids you. Let's attack and deal with.
Playtime is over.
I want my money back. How much money did you take from me? Oh, you only took 10. I feel slightly bad that basically I got angry for 10 of my... Well, I am quite low. You see a young man's scowling face. He's mumbling to himself. At first, you don't think he heard you, and he then turns his head and gives you a cursory glance. After a moment, he turns away. I don't know you, Burke, and I don't want to know you. Go away. I go away and I won't have to. I just want to ask some questions. He turns his head to look at you, his face flushed with anger. He talks to you between clenched teeth. Questions. Do I look like a local sage? Burke, get out of my face before I add a few scars to you. Fine, I'll leave. But I will go over there and loot that box. Oh, it's locked. What about this barrel? No, it's not. A guard captain? Okay, we'll talk to the captain. Let's see. You see a crisp, militarily efficient man dressed in the outfit of a cursed guard, but he seems to me even more authoritative. He turns a contemptuous eye to you. What do you want? I want you to arrest me. Nah, we're good. We've got too much to do to get arrested. Some earring we don't need. What's over here? Locked. Locked. Nah, don't want to deal with the whole locked things yet. Limbs. Harmonium officers. Holy hell, why do they not like Jacelia? You see a heavy-set harmonium guard. He looks grizzled, grim, and partly drunk. He keeps an eye on the slaves they've been grounding up and talks to you out of the corner of his mouth. What do you want? I'm here to get the botter back. You want to buy her back? Talk to Sketch about it then. He's the one in charge. Okay. Oh, cool. Q is quick save. Interesting. You see a harmonium officer. He seems to be in charge of the workforce of harmonium slavers. He seems to like an especially vicious and haughty member of the breed. What do you want? I'm here to get the daughter back. He smirks at you. Are you now? What will you do if I kill her? He gestures to his men. Kill her. He draws back his blade and attacks you. Well, Jesus.
Did you see that? Damn it.
That took a turn.
I'm just wounded.
Right, Dakan
I
is
hear
badly
your
wounded.
words.
Let's deafen ourselves with some healing. Do a couple of big ones. There we go. Give that back to Dakan. There we go.
Time is over.
Die.
3,000 XP. Nice. Right, and final one.
Damn it.
Playtime is over.
Another 3,000 XP. Okay. Well, let's see what goodies they dropped. Silver, silver, silver. Battle axe of quality and a rat charm. Meh. A blood charm. Nice. And a hammer. I don't care about the hammer. The young woman, hair mussed up, close disheveled, is trying to smile at you through choking sobs. Thank you, I thank you so. My name is Jacilia. Listen, I must go now, stranger, but thank you, thank you. Neat. We got a friend. Well, I think we got a friend. We accidentally found the slavers. What's in here? Curse citizen, curse citizen. Well, first off, I'm going to look in your boxes, because I don't like it here, and if you've got empty stuff that I can grab, I will happily grab it.
I will hear you. I shall serve.
Ah, figures it doesn't. Oh well. I want my hundreds of money. Now, where's that merchant that I saw earlier? There he is. Merchant, I have stuff that I wish that you to take off of my hands. What do you carry? His eyes light up. Well, I happen to carry a variety of things. That's nice. You won't buy any of my stuff. That's boo. You're a bad merchant. I don't like you. I only talk to... Oh, Kiri. Okay. You see a pretty young woman. Her face is flushed and bruised, her hair in disarray. Although her clothes are nice, they are torn in several places. She's moving through the streets warily, glancing over her shoulder. She jumps at your greeting and whips around to face you. Her eyes travel along your scars. A look of concern grows your faces. Hello, Cutter. I'm Kiri. What can I do for you? You seem nervous. What's wrong? She frowns at you and shrugs. There are people who don't like me. I try to avoid them. Why don't they like you? I'm a harlot. I'm young, pretty, and good at what I do. The other girls said I was taking business away from them, so they beat me up and told me not to show my face around here anymore. Said they'd make sure I wasn't pretty anymore. Well, why'd you come back? The jink? What else? I can't leave and set up elsewhere, and I can't earn jink if I'm not here. I'm pretty much trapped. She sighs and looks away. I'll do anything if I could get my hands on some decent jink. Anything. She looks you over carefully before answering. Sure, Cutter, anything if the price is right. You've got something in mind? Not really.
Updated my journal.
Just curious, but I'll remember that. May I get her to play some sort of, like, cheap role? There's a portal there. I'm guessing by the question mark. Anzius. You see a sallow-skinned Githyanki, thin on face and mean of eye, stalking deliberately. You can practically smell his rage as you approach. He looks up at you. What do you want? We are to help a Githyanki? What draws him here, away from the song of blood and brothers? The Githyanki's eyes narrow. I have cast aside the hatred I bore for your people. I have risen above the petty feud between our two races. For this they exiled me, but in my heart I have bested them. Can you say the same? Alright, you two, cut it out. I've got some questions. Who are you? I am Anzius, and you shall address me as your honor. I am one of the town leaders, and I have earned that honor. He looks closely at you. You do not belong here. What do you want? I'm looking for something I lost. And what might that be? I have lost my mortality. I wish to find it. Nothing of worth it. I can find it myself. Then why did you interrupt my thoughts? We'll come back to that person. Interesting to map this all out, kind of. Right, anything else? Yes, let's see what's up here. Oh, that's a guillotine. That looks wonderful. A cursed administrator and Shabba. Well, let's talk to the administrator. You see a middle-aged man. He's very bored. Oh, he loses slightly. And to you, Cutter, I am Carl Pafador, administrator assistant. May I help you? I'm looking for a diva. He frowns at you. You must mean Trias. Yes, he's here. He's in a prison, as a matter of fact. Why do you want to see him? I have some questions that only he can answer. He gazes at you steadily for a while. I see. Well, no one is allowed to see Trias without permission from the Gayash. He smiles at you, and no one sees Torvis unless he sends for them. I suggest you leave. Okay, very well. Shabba! This woman wears a haughty expression on her aquiline face, and her contempt for you is obvious as she speaks to you. I'm a busy woman. Do not detain me for long. Oh, give me a second. She looks at you overpraisingly. I would really love to stay and chat with the main specimen, but duty calls. I'm sure you understand. Ta-ta. What a delightful person. Administration, the barracks, the distiller, and the warehouse. Ooh, warehouse sounds like somewhere I can sell stuff. Oh, lovely, lovely guillotine has seen plenty of use. Let's go to the barracks. Actually, let's go. Can I go past the barracks? No, I can't go past the barracks.
right.
Just some guards and a lot of beds. Holy moly. Huh. Okay. Don't want to start a fight in here. I will happily take my leave. Let's see.
All right.
Let's go to the blacksmith. Maybe I can sell stuff to him. Or them. Or her. Or it. Kester. You see a lean man with deeply tanned skin and piercing green eyes. Welcome to the Malaco Brothers distillery. He cries as if he could think of no one he'd rather see than you. What can I do for you today? I'd like to buy something. Oh, you're going to buy stuff from me. Scent of the Storm. Oh, well, that's a pretty amount of money. Oh, that's neat. Okay, that's interesting to know. Right. So it buys a bunch of stuff from me. Neat. I'll sell the chocolate. Don't care much for the chocolate. Interesting. Can you identify this fiendish eye for me? Save me a hassle. Ooh! That's some nice resistances. And it balances out my other thing. But let's have a look. +1 all saving throws, +5% resist to magic. I kinda like the one I've got. Oof, god, lots of lore. But I think I'm gonna call it there because my voice is cracking again. Made some good progress, had a good bit of fun, had a few chats with you guys. But 3.5 hours, not too bad. Good chunk of progress to storyline, got easily about 400,000 experience points, killed Ravel, which is always interesting this game. You get Farad, you meet him, do a couple of missions, and then he dies. And you find out about Ravel, you meet them, find them, and then they die. So, I mean, it's obviously that apparently whatever is chasing us is, you know, getting right on our runs, because apparently this has been happening for a long time, and finally now basically the curtains are drawing close and following us and chasing us as we die, or, well, approach our doom. But I'm going to save, and we shall see what happens in the next session as we explore more of Cursed. So, have fun, and see you next time.